And we are live. We are live. I think I'm about 2 minutes late, but I got logged out. For some reason, I got logged out because I was messing around with the browse history and all that stuff, and I got logged out. So I don't know why I did it while I was actually setting up the stream. But we do dumb things sometimes. But top of the morning to you, Thriller. How are you feeling? How are you doing? How's everybody doing so far? For those of you guys who are watching the replay, how are you feeling? We're back with another one. Week 34 predictions. And, my voice isn't 100% still, but it's a lot better. It's a lot better than it was like 2 days ago. But I'm getting there. I'm getting there. So how's everybody doing today? We got Brawl Barry in here. We have Calvin Lou, Thriller. We got Adam Quinn stop by. Don't know if he's still here. And we have a super chat before the stream even started by my boy Legend Sweet to kick things off. So appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that. So let's go. Let's get this thing on the road. Thriller said, sounds like you drink some herbal tea. Not really, and I haven't. I just give it some rest, even though I was live last night on the gaming channel. I just give it some rest, and I'm just back. It wasn't too bad. But I think I overdid it the last couple of days, though, in terms of streaming. I did overdo it. So we got Scarface in here. Say the fraud squad. We got Sebastian in here. How are you doing, Sebastian? I know you didn't like that result for PSG City. I know you didn't like that, Mr. Gamer. How are you? So, guys, we're going to kick off today's live stream by, talking about the Champions League semifinals and Europa League semifinals. We're going to just warm it up with those. So, let's start with the Champions League, where Real Madrid and Chelsea played to a 1-1 draw. It was at the Alfredo Di Stefano Stadium, which is a training ground behind closed doors. The referee was Danny Mackley, and it ended in a 1-1 draw, where in this game, Christian Pulisic scored in the 14th minute, set up by Antonio Rudiger. Really good ball over the top to catch Real Madrid's defense napping. Pulisic did his thing. Held the ball up well, drawn the keeper Courtois out, went around him and put it past the two defenders who were actually stationed in the back of the net. So very, very good goal there by Christian Pulisic. But that came after Timo Werner missed a sitter. This guy Timo Werner gotta do something, man. They gotta do something with this guy Timo Werner. They gotta put him in, on the training pitch and just have tapping situations where he just practiced to tap them in without missing. And every time he misses it, he gets a fine because he's just been ridiculous, man. Seriously. He's just been ridiculous. Timo Werner it is almost shameful. It is almost shameful, man. I'm telling you. It is shameful. He's the amount of damn sitters he missed. But 15 minutes later, Karim Benzema did put Real Madrid equal with a right-footed shot after he brought it down off his chest. After Ede Militao, play on a header, the ball was ricocheting all over the place after Marcelo had crossed it into the box. So Real Madrid equalized, and it was a really good first half, but the second half was a bit, second half was a bit like both teams didn't really want to overcommit too much, and it ended in a 1-1 draw, well poised for the second leg, and Chelsea would feel like they have the advantage here, whereas, for Real Madrid, they would feel like if they should have done a lot better, but at the same time, it's a tricky second leg because if Chelsea allows Real Madrid to score, it could get really, really, it could get tricky for Chelsea because they don't, they allow them to get that away goal. It could put them in a real spot of bother if they don't score. You see what I'm saying? So that tie is poised very well. As for the other tie between PSG and Manchester City, that one is that one was a good one. That one was the better of the two ties, to be honest, because it just had more action, it had more goals, maybe only one more goal, but still, it was just a better tie. It was feisty, it was end to end stuff, and we were truly entertained. I was truly entertained by Man City and them coming back from being 1-0 down, and they had a great second half. Some may say that PSG had a very, very poor second half, but you also have to give Man City the credit and say they had a fantastic second half to, score twice. And City could have scored more goals. They could have scored more goals if it wasn't for a few blocks, a few balls hit straight at Keylor Navas. You know, I think Man City really, executed their game plan well, and they beat PSG fair and square. Fair and square. It wasn't no hanky panky involved. It wasn't no, PSG should have scored. It wasn't no, the referees are for Man City, da da. The guys went out there, they played their football, and they beat PSG. PSG scored in the 15th minute from a corner. Marquinhos with that header. It was poor marking. It was poor defending. And Marquinhos just ran right through, put it in the back of the net. But you got to, credit Angel Di Maria for that delivery. That was Marquinhos' third goal of the tournament. Angel Di Maria's fifth assist. And City were on the back foot very, very early. It was a great start by PSG. And they had Man City reeling for some time. And it was 1-0 at halftime. But in the second half, I don't know what Pep told the guys. I don't know what Pep said to the guys. But they came back and they were a total different team right from the get-go in the second half. And they had PSG under a lot of pressure. Kylian Mbappe was very isolated. It was only like one time he ran forward and put Stones and Diaz on their butts and crossed the ball past the goal. But apart from that, Kylian Mbappe was very, very, very quiet in the second half. And you got to give the Man City defense and the midfield a lot of props for doing that. The goal, when Pep took off Joao Cancelo, who was doing a great job, picked up a yellow, for stopping Mbappe in the first half there. He dealt with Neymar very, very well. And Pep took him off because of a risk of a second yellow card, because he was looking like a second yellow card waiting to happen. And the moment Zinchenko came on the field, which was the 61st minute, he began to change the game. He really did begin to change the game. It took about 3 minutes before he got in the act and set up De Bruyne, but he was involved in a couple defensive moves a bit earlier, like a couple minutes earlier, where he stopped a few balls. He passed the ball. He won it back. He lost it. He passed it. He moved it. So Zinchenko is a tricky player for me, because it's like you want to love him, but sometimes you want to hate him. You see what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of times we don't give him the credit that he deserves, simply because he flies under the radar so many times. So him passing the ball to De Bruyne from a corner, that was a corner routine, and Zinchenko passed it to De Bruyne, who was by himself. You got to blame PSG for not picking up De Bruyne. You can't leave a man like De Bruyne empty like that. And he attempted to pass the ball, cross it over at the far post, but with nice curl and everything, nobody got to it, and it ended up in the back of the net. Goal number 1, that was an equalizer, and I was going crazy. I was going crazy at that time, you know what I mean? I was like, yeah, baby, we're back in this. And it only took 7 minutes for City to score second when Leandro Paredes fouled. I think that was Foden that was fouled, if I'm not mistaken. And Riyad Mahrez stepped up to put the free kick straight through the wall. There's a reaction on the channel reacting to that exact moment. And it ended just so. Man City did get a couple more chances. Phil Foden a header, Phil Foden running through, and it was just a really good display though. When you look at the 11 that Pep Guardiola put out, you gotta be like, yo, that's a winning 11. That is a winning 11. That got to be a winning 11 because when you have Bernardo, Mahrez, Foden, De Bruyne, Gundogan on the field at the same time, that's trouble. That is trouble. With Rodri, Cancelo, Walker, Diaz, Stones, Edison. That is trouble. That is like the perfect 11 that you could have wished for, and Pep put out the 11. You know what I'm saying? So 2-1, 2-1, with 2 away goals going into the second leg. Man City should just go, to the Etihad Stadium, manage the game well, score a goal, don't sit back too much and try to hold the result. Go, play a natural game, and beat PSG to make your first final ever. You see what I'm saying? And then actually not just make the final, go all the way and win the damn thing. So that's just a quick roundup of the Champions League matches that we had in the semifinals. I already spoke about those in the middle of the week, but just to recap things and just to get, up to speed with what's going on. And we had Europa League games as well. So before I talk about the Europa League games, guys, I will be live on Tuesday for the watch-along for the Man City PSG match. So save the date. Tuesday, live watch-along with your boy Dominic Rich FC. It's going to be a tense one. It's going to be nerves. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't be nervous, though. But a goal, an early goal or two for Man City should calm those nerves. And we could enjoy the rest of the game. You know what I'm saying? But if PSG scores and then it gets really cagey, then, boy, it could be a fun one. So, look here. On Wednesday, I would also be live. Just, a quick live to talk about the Chelsea-Real Madrid result. Just like I did last week. I'll have the boy Liam on Wednesday. I won't have him on Tuesday. So, Legend Suite, thank you very much once again, for continuing to generously support the thing. He says, Dominic, Diaz is on par with Van Dijk. What is your thoughts? Definitely. The performance that he's been putting out is definitely up there with amongst the best for any defender in world football. I do, respect Van Dijk and, how he goes about his business. He has been very, very good over the past few years since he joined Liverpool. Diaz is no Van Dijk. I'm not going to say he's better than Van Dijk or whatnot. But if Ruben Diaz continues like this for another season or two, yeah, then you could start saying that. But right now, we got to hold our horses and we just got to chill. You see what I'm saying? We just got to chill out. You know what I mean? But give him his props. He has been great this season. And hopefully for us, he's great again next season. So, yeah. So, thank you very much again there, Legend Suite. But look, we don't want to go comparing too much because when we start the comparison game, who always ends up on the winning side? It's always, the City players. So we don't want to do that. So I did upload these things for you guys, just maybe to troll PSG, Let's troll PSG a bit here. That's the boy Marquinhos, when he score, yeah. And you got the boy Mbappe. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, so how's everybody feeling today, man? Big up to Errol Brown in the house who said Sterling might not on form, but he should play. His speed will be a factor. Listen, man. Same 11, man. Same 11. Ricky Swift, how are you doing today? How are you doing? Got Jordan Hyman in the house. Leon Fife. Julian, how are you? Prosper. Dedume, how are you doing? How's everybody doing? We have Weil Youssef, how are you doing? Salah Mahrez, both are very good players. Weil, you trying to start something today. We're not trying to do that. We're not trying to do none of that today. So how are you doing? I hope you're good. So look, man, let's talk about the Europa League really quick. And we're going to get the Premier League show on the road. So we know in the Europa League, we had Arsenal playing Villarreal. and Manchester United playing against AS Roma. So Villarreal hosted Arsenal and they won the game 2-1. Note, guys, I did watch a half of each of the game. I watched the first half for the Arsenal game, second half for the United game. So after watching I was going to watch the Villarreal Arsenal game, the whole thing, because I expected United to kind of beat Roma. But then after I saw it was like 2-1 to Roma, I'm like, yeah, I got to tune into this one. Because I don't know, maybe some reason I wanted United to lose, just to laugh at them. You know what I mean? No other reason. Not for any footballing reasons or anything, just to laugh at United. But they ended up coming back from their 2-1 deficit. But we'll get to that game. So Arsenal, Villarreal scoring in the 5th minute. Manu Chigueros with the goal after Samuel Chukwueze cut apart Arsenal's defense. Lost the ball a bit, but on his bad touch, Chigueros just ran through and put it past Bert Leno 1-0. Raul Albiol, man, that was a brilliant goal. Far post settings, tapped it in, in the roof of the net. 29th minute, nobody marking him, nobody picking him up. 2-0 at halftime, but Nicola Pepe did get a penalty in the second half. And I think they did get a penalty in the first half too, but it was chalked off by VAR for handball on Nicola Pepe. So Pepe with that goal gives Arsenal some hope in the second leg, where if they go home and they manage, a 1-0 win, they go on and actually make the final. Arsenal needs to win the Europa League in order to get any Champions League football or maybe any European football next season. So this is a big one. But Villarreal are the team I'm actually picking to win the whole thing. And it's a very, very, very bold statement. Very, very bold statement. How are you doing, Obi? How are you doing, Obi? Obi is saying, why would anyone compare Virgil van Dijk with Diaz? They're not in the same class. Look, man, you got to give it to Obi. You got to give it to Diaz, because remember, Van Dijk had a similar path to where he is today, where when Van Dijk came to Liverpool, he wasn't up there. You see what I'm saying? And he had to work his way up the ladder, and now, he is the defender that a lot of people are praising to this day, and, even before his injury. So let's not act like if at Southampton, everybody was saying Van Dijk is world class, because that's not true. That is definitely not true. And he went to Liverpool and he became a world-class defender. Maybe he was world-class at Southampton, but, with the players around you, you don't really look that good because you're losing, you're winning, there's inconsistency. But when you play amongst really good players like, the players at Liverpool that went on to win a Champions League, that went on to win a first Premier League in 30 years, come on. You see what I'm saying? You look really good. And Van Dijk is good, you see? But with Diaz, it's the same thing. Diaz was good at Benfica. He's been playing for the Portugal national team. And, remember, the Portugal national team are Euro champions. They're reigning Euro champions. They're reigning Nations League champions as well. Don't forget these things. Don't forget these things. And Ruben Diaz have been involved in a lot of that. You see? So with him joining City for big fee, he has came in and he has made the defense look a lot better. A lot better. Let's not play games here, Obi. Let's not play games. So right about now, with Van Dijk out injured and him having to come back and, get back to where he was before, Ruben Diaz is currently ahead of him in the charts. You understand? I'm not talking about the historic charts here. I'm talking about for now. Because don't tell me Van Dijk is just going to come back and you're going to put him right. No. He has to work his way back to full fitness, and he has to come back and prove that he is the defender he was before the injury. Because he could come back a total different defender. He could come back and then bam, he's out again. And you better stop. You better stop. Because that could happen. You better stop. See what happened to Carvajal? You getting me worked up very early in this stream. You're getting me really worked up, Obi. So, look, we don't want to do the comparisons. That's what I say. We don't want to be doing the comparisons because at the end of the day, who ends up winning? The City players. Remember when there was a Thiago and the Kevin De Bruyne comparisons? You see what I'm saying? I don't see Thiago curling a ball into the back of the net pass against PSG. You see what I'm saying? I don't see Thiago doing the things De Bruyne has been doing. Phil Foden, Curtis Jones. I don't see Curtis Jones doing the things Phil Foden has been doing. So you guys need to just stop with the comparisons, man. They're silly. They are silly. And big up to NAG HD. How are you? NAG HD. How are you doing? And Jersey Boy is in the house. How are you doing, Jersey Boy? What else we got here? We got Air Slayer in the house as well. Martin Kolev in the house. We have what else I see here? Thriller, he says, I just read that Pep Linders is one of the main reasons for many players' improvement at Liverpool. Ooh. So, thank you very much again. Legend Sweetie said, Diaz better than Van Dijk, and Van Dijk in the league since 2015. But look, I've said my piece on this. I won't make this a long-standing debate, but I've said my piece on it, and let's just let that one lie right now. Van Dijk is injured. Let's hope that he recovers well and he comes back and he is just as good as he was before he left. But remember, before Van Dijk got injured, there was a lot of mistakes creeping into his game. Let's not forget that. People act like they forget these things. Mistakes, people dribbling past him, and all these things. So Van Dijk maybe has been on the decline. If I'm gonna keep it $150 with you. You see what I'm saying? So we better stop it right here. We're not gonna go down that hole right now. You know what I mean? I could expose a lot of things. So Obi is saying, trust me, Virgil van Dijk contributed much more than any Liverpool player to their glory. Let's wait for Diaz to win the Champions League. You see? And that's the thing. Liverpool fans, they don't want us to win the Champions League. They don't want us. But we're going to use that as the fuel to light the fire to go on and win the Champions League. You see all this hate and all the vitriol against Man City? We're going to use it, man. You see what I'm saying? We're going to use it. We're going to use it to our advantage. Big up to Jove O'Hara in the house. Big up to you. Thanks for coming through. And as B2K says, Diaz is only 23 years old. Oh, man. What a way to, to just put it. Guys, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button for the live stream as well. Let's get the live up to 75 likes. Not asking for a lot. Just let's get the likes up to 75. Okay? So, look. Let us continue with the Europa League. It's been almost half hour. Let's just wrap this thing up and get to the Premier League show because we have a lot to talk about. So, good win for Unai Emery against his old team, Arsenal. And I predicted, of course, Villarreal to win this tie, go on to the final, and beat whoever they meet, which most likely is going to be Manchester United after they smashed up Roma 6-2. Roma, man, they did have some problems in the first half where they had to make 3 first-half substitutions. Like, this is very, very, very unheard of. Veretout, Paul Lopez, the goalkeeper, and Leonardo Spinazzola, former Juventus man, all had to come off injured. You don't see that very often. And with that happening, they made 3 substitutions in 3 different windows. They allowed 5 subs. And in order for them to make any other substitution, apart from a concussion substitution, they had to do it at halftime. They didn't. Hence, the reason why they looked so laggy in the second half. They looked so lethargic. They were overran by the United players who look 100 times fresher. And United only made 3 subs themselves, but still, they just looked the fresher team. And you see in the scoreline, you would not know that Roma had the lead at one time. After Bruno Fernandes scored a really good chip shot, Cavani with his first assist at the Europa League there. Pellegrini put in a penalty after Paul Pogba's freakish handball, And then Pellegrini set up Edin Dzeko, the former City man, for a tapping at the far post to make it 2-1. Roma couldn't believe. They could not believe what was going on. And I think their disbelief caught them, in the second half. And United came out and they were rampant, man. Edinson Cavani, that goal, listen, that first goal he scored there, oh my goodness. That was simply ridiculous, man. That was a ridiculous, ridiculous goal. And the second one followed 16 minutes later. And then Bruno Fernandes putting away the penalty. Pogba with a flying header. And Mason Greenwood with a good goal to top things off to make it 6. 6. It's over for Roma. Unless they go back, to Rome and they do something like they did against Liverpool or against Barcelona a couple of years ago and, smash up them teams at home. So right about now, it ain't looking like it. You know what I mean? Roma would need to go to their stadium and beat Man United 4-0. It could happen, but I doubt. I really doubt that's going to happen. So in this game, we also saw Juan Mata making a rare appearance off the bench. Nemanja Matic as well, and Mason Greenwood came off the bench to score. So it was a very good comeback. Very, very good comeback by Man United. You got to give it to them. They were looking like they're going to lose the game, but fought hard, and they're about to win Ole Gunnar Solskjaer his first ever semi-final tie. Under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, United have never made the final. Never. So, yeah, man. Yeah. So, that's it for the Europa League and the Champions League. Guys, let me know who you think are going to be in the final, whether it's going to be an all-English Europa League final, or we're going to have Villarreal versus Man United, or for the Champions League, we're going to see an all-English final, or we're going to see Paris Saint-Germain make a comeback. I don't want to say those words, but still, you never know. Or we're going to have an all-English final, as I mentioned. Or we're going to have no English teams in the final, because that could also still happen. So that's it for the Champions League, Europa League roundup. So we have Thriller saying, how does a 5'9" guy play centre-back in today's game? In saying that he led Italy to a Copa Mundial as well. Who are you guys talking about? Cannavaro, right? Cannavaro. Yeah, I remember that guy, Cannavaro, man. Fabio Cannavaro. What a player. So, Placharo, who asked I don't know what kind of question you asked in that live stream, man. That City PSG live stream, I don't know what you were talking about, man. God damn. Placharo, I don't know what you were talking about. Hey, Rich, do you see us having an all-English final of the Champions League and Europa League? Maybe for the Champions League, not the Europa League. Not the Europa League. The Champions League for sure. That could happen. So, let me see. Elevator Kid, how many points City need to win the league? Well, if United lose to Liverpool this weekend and Man City beat Crystal Palace, the league is won. If United draw, United could only get a maximum of 80 points. And if City wins, City will go up to 80 points, have a better goal difference. So, the league would be won. You know what I'm saying? Realistically, it would be won. But, not really. You see what I'm saying? Because let's say Man City does not win another game for the rest of the season and they get stuck on 80 points and their goal difference goes below Man United's goal difference and they go up and they get 80 points with a better goal difference, then they go on to win. So, United need to lose and City need to win this weekend. All we know, it's inevitable. It's going to happen pretty soon. If it doesn't happen this weekend, it's happening the next weekend or the next 2 weekends. So, guys, what we're going to do right now, we're going to start talking about this week's matches. And we're going to start with Southampton versus Leicester City. It feels like a broken record. It feels like I've been talking about this tie for a very, very long time. I don't know what it is. It seems like Leicester and Southampton have played each other like 15 times since that 9-0. I don't know why, but it just feels like it. And that game will be at 3 p.m. later. And I could recall clearly that when Leicester beat Southampton 9-0, it was also on a Friday. So it could get ugly. with the way Kelechi Iheanacho is playing right now, it could get ugly today. It could get really, really, really ugly. It could get real ugly, man. So, look, appreciate everybody coming through for yet another live stream. I know it's early for some, and I know it's like midday for some as well, mid-afternoon, and I don't know if this is the right time to live stream, to be honest, but for me, it is. It is. If I don't get up early and do this, I won't get another time to do it because, my wife and my son, they're sleeping right now, and I have to do things while they're sleeping. You get it. You get it. So let us talk. Let us talk. Leicester, Southampton. Southampton would host this game. They're currently in 15th. After 32 matches, they have 36 points. So they are not safe yet. Let's not act like Southampton are safe yet. They are not safe yet. And they're one of the most vulnerable teams here that's, still in somewhat of a relegation scrap. They're above Newcastle, who got 36 points, above Brighton, who have 34, Fulham, West Brom, and the already relegated Sheffield United. But Southampton, we know they went through a very horrible period after they defeated Liverpool. They got smashed 9-0 by United, and they just went through a horrible period where they just lost a whole lot of games on the bounce. Hasenhüttl and his boys did manage to get to the semi-final of the FA Cup, but overall, I think they have been, average. They got 10 wins this season, but they should have been a lot higher in the table. 16 losses. Those 16 losses came in the period that I just talked about after that Liverpool win. You know what I mean? And, it contributed, a couple injuries to Danny Ings and Kyle Walker-Peters, and a few other, key players contributed to that slide. So for Leicester City, we know they're flying high. They're third right now in the table, 62 points with a 4-point gap between themselves and fourth place Chelsea. So they would want to keep the momentum going here and, just solidify their top 4 status and not have a meltdown like they did last season where they missed out on Champions League football and had to play in the Europa League where they eventually got knocked out by the Czech Republican champs, Slavia Praha. So in this game, early on this season, it was a 1-0 win for Leicester. Before that, it was a 2-0 win for Leicester. Southampton did bounce back after the 9-0 drubbing to beat Leicester 2-1 on the road. But this would be the first time definitely be the first time since the 9-0 drubbing that Leicester City are visiting the Saints at their stadium. What is it called again? St. Mary's Park. So sometimes I forget these little things, but 9-0. Before the 9-0, Southampton did beat Leicester, but that was also on the road. So Southampton does not, in the last 10 games, Southampton's losses have come at home against Leicester City, which is this is weird. This is very, very weird. They have lost on the road as well. The last 2 games they went at home. So their home form and their away form against Leicester have not been very good at all. So in 14 home games, there has been 5 wins for Southampton, 5 draws, and 4 losses. So it was a good record before, but it has just gotten really bad lately. So for Brendan Rodgers against Hasenhüttl, 4 games, 3 wins, 1 loss, and that loss came after the 9-0 drubbing, as I just mentioned. And against Leicester City, Hasenhüttl have not had a really good time where he only has 2 wins and 3 losses. So look, man, we're not going to stay long and we're not going to, go down a rabbit hole with this one. Leicester have been in good form. Beating Palace 2-1, beating West Brom 3-0. They beat Southampton recently, as of April 18th, 1-0 in the FA Cup semi-final. And they've been playing some good football. They did beat United as well in the FA Cup, but did lose to West Ham and City. Look, you got to give it to Leicester. You got to give it to Brendan Rodgers. You got to give it to Kelechi Iheanacho because he's been on absolute fire. It's going to be very difficult for Southampton to beat Leicester City here. We're not going to go beat around the bush too much. I know Danny Ings have been their man, but he has been struggling with injury the last game. I could remember he came off early, strapped up his knee. Who knows if he'll feature? Maybe he will, but, you know, any little knock on him and he's off the field. It is hard to predict a Southampton win here. It is hard to predict any positive result for Southampton. So I'm going to go for Leicester to beat them 3-1. That's my prediction. I usually get my Friday predictions right for some reason. So I'm going to stick with that and say 3-1 to Leicester City. What are your thoughts on this here, guys? What are your thoughts? So what do I have here in terms of thoughts here? We're focusing on Leicester City and Southampton here. So I'll only be reading comments pertaining to that. So if you have any comments to do with Man City and Liverpool, just save it, unless it's really good. You see what I'm saying? Unless it's really good, or unless you super chat and I have to read it. Otherwise, I'll be focusing on Leicester, Southampton right now, because we need to get through these games. I don't want to be here for 5 hours today, you know, straining my voice, because I've been talking for a lot. You see what I'm saying? So we have, let me see. Elevator Kid is saying, remember the result of this fixture last year? It was 9-0 Leicester. Yeah, I could remember going to pick up my daughter, and I actually had to, I could remember driving in the car or pulling over or something to talk about this one. Yeah, this one was crazy. This one was crazy, man. I couldn't believe it. And I wasn't tuning into the game, you know. I think I tuned in when they had scored like a couple, and I had to tune in, man. That was good. So Dane is saying Leicester versus Southampton on a Friday. We know what happened the last time, 9-0. So you're predicting a 9-0, Dane? Oh, my God. Nah, I'm not bold like that to predict a 9-0. I'm going to go for 3-1, man. 3-1. 3-1. Big up to the boy Adam the Great in the house. I'll get to your comment soon. So Ricky Swift is saying 2-1 to Leicester. Elevator Kid 4-0 to Leicester. Phil Jones 5-1 to Leicester. Jordan 3-1 to Leicester. But Dane is saying, but 4-1 though, 4-1. So Thriller is saying, a wonderful human being with a great characters team will get 3 points and the UCL spot. Talking about Brendan Rodgers there. Big up to Mona Maley Mo Casey, who says 2-1 to Leicester. We got, let me see. Adam the Great says 2-1 Leicester. Can't see Southampton winning, a draw at best. And I do agree with you here. Definitely cannot see Southampton winning. You know, they got some neat players, you know, James Ward-Prowse, Stuart Armstrong, you know, Nathan Redmond do play well at times. And, you know what I mean, but still, Danny Ings, but it just, Che Adams, Minamino. I haven't seen Minamino in a while, though. But it's just something about them, man, you know. It's like, they're kind of jack-in-the-box team where they could pop up and pop out on you, and you're like, oh, whoa, whoa. And they can do that and still go in the second half and capitulate. They're not a very good second-half team. They're not a very good second-half team as well. That's something we have to know that we have to make note of. They do play well. They do play well in the first half, but for some reason in the second half, their game peter away, man. They just can't keep up the intensity. That's the thing about them. They just can't keep up the intensity in games. And if you guys want to prove that fact, we could go deep, but we're not going to go into that. We're not going to deep dive Southampton here. So we have Obi saying Southampton will remember and remember to congrats me. What was your prediction, Obi? What did you say? Oh, you as Liverpool after, you know, giving them the win? What do you mean? Well, I don't get it. I don't get it. By the way, I was idle since the start, reading some nonsense comments. Oh, oh my God. Damn, the boy Adam with the heat. The boy Adam with the heat. Thank you very much, Adam. No, thank you very much, you know, for your continued support to the channel. Appreciate that, man. You know, appreciate that. Much respect. So we got Panache in here. Panache in the house. Southampton 2-1 win. Ooh. Southampton are inconsistent is what Dom is saying. Very, very inconsistent. Thank you very much. Very, very inconsistent. One of the most inconsistent teams in the freaking league. And they are danger. They are in danger. They're not safe yet. They are not safe. So we're going to move on to the next one, guys. We're going to move on to the next one. The first game on Saturday will be City against Palace, but I'll save that one for a little later in the stream. Let's talk a bit about Brighton versus Leeds United. Brighton versus Leeds. So whatever you had to say about Southampton and Leicester, save it till next season because we're going to move on from that one. And we're going to talk about Brighton and Hove Albion versus Leeds United. Right now, Brighton, they are 17. They're struggling. No wins in their last 4. Only 1 win in their last 5 there. They have 34 points. They need a few more points to secure safety. They have 5 games to do so. And it's not going to get easier for Brighton. But Brighton have been playing some good football without the luck that they actually might think they deserve. They have Leeds, Wolves, City, West Ham, and Arsenal. These are very, very tricky games. They could lose all 5. And for Brighton, we know they could go on and win at least 3 of these. Or draw 3 and lose 2. But they need at least 3 points from their last 5 games. 3 out of 15, Brighton. You can't do that. You're telling me you can't do that. You see what I'm saying? So it's a funny old game of football, you know what I mean? Anything could happen. And coming up against Leeds United here, who have been absolutely magnificent this season. They are 9th, and they are unbeaten in their last 5 games, and that unbeaten streak could go on, and it may have gone back a bit further than 5 games. Well, yeah, 6 games. 6 games without a loss. 0-0 against Chelsea included there. 2-1 against Fulham. 2-1 against Sheffield United. Beat Man City 2-1. Drew to Liverpool. Drew to United. These are 4 big games in there. Chelsea, City, Liverpool, United, unbeaten. You got to give it to Leeds United. You got to give it to Marcelo Bielsa. You got to give it to, the guys who are playing total football. They can play anywhere. These guys could play anywhere on the pitch. You got to give it to them. And, guys like Calvin Phillips, who I think is the man at the fulcrum, the man who, who is pulling the strings here, the man who flies under the radar because he doesn't really, pick up a lot of goals, really. That's not really his thing, but he takes a lot of the set pieces. He breaks up the play, pick up a few assists here and there. But Calvin Phillips have been big for Leeds, man. And I've gotten to realize lately that he is their most valuable player, and he is, their best player in my opinion. The goalkeeper is also good. Ilhan Melier is also very, very good. So, we got to give players like, unheralded players like Calvin Phillips their shine. And look at what he's been doing for England as well. But Leeds United, very, very tricky team to play. And they go non-stop. From start to finish, they just keep running. Stuart Dallas and these guys just keep, running. Liam Cooper might be coming back from that red card suspension as well. So or maybe he has one more game. But the Leeds team is just an annoying team to play against. And they're very unpredictable in terms of who's going to, how the game is going to go against them. And they picked up a few draws lately. They haven't been picking up a lot of draws, but they have been winning. They have been winning games. So look. Brighton, we know what Brighton are all about. Very attractive football, move the ball well, but their finishing has been very, very suspect, man. In front of goal, in the opposition's box, in the final third, they have been very, very fraudulent. Neil Maupay, you are one to be blamed for this because you get some really easy chances to score, you don't score them. You know what I mean? You got to talk about Welbeck and these guys who are getting chances and not scoring. Trossard, all of them got to be blamed. I think the team is missing the creativity of a Solly March. the creativity of a Tariq Lamptey. With these guys out injured, it has definitely affected the team. Big up to the boy Yves Bissouma, who is a beast in the midfield there as well. He's been linked to the move to clubs like Liverpool, or maybe, he's been linked to United. The United linked to everybody. But, a lot of eyes have been on Yves Bissouma. Quality player here. In terms of their defense, their defense is, okay. Hard-working players like Webster, Lewis Dunk, Dan Burn, Ben White missed the last game. Their goalkeeper, Robert Sanchez, has been solid all season after, getting introduced. But overall, Brighton, I think they just lack game management. They play very good on the Grand Potter, but it's just like they just can't see off games, man, and they're just not putting away their chances. And that's the opposite. The opposite, team is Leeds United, who before you could have said the same for them, that they weren't managing games well, but they've learned and they've adapted very well in the Premier League as it progressed. And I'm going to go for Leeds United to beat Brighton 2-1. That's my prediction here. No need to elaborate further on this, but Leeds 2, Brighton and Hove Albion 1. So look, man, look. As you get in your predictions in, just want to add some more to that one. Brighton did beat Leeds early on in the season in January, 1-0, and that did not influence my prediction whatsoever. I didn't even look at anything before I make predictions. Predictions, I go on, how I feel on each team and how they're playing at this moment. Doesn't have anything to do with history or anything. But Brighton have been very, very successful against Leeds United with only 2 losses in their last 10 dating back to 2013. So it's a tricky prediction that I just made there. But I'm going on merit. One Premier League match between these two teams, 1 win for Brighton. 1 win for Brighton. So, look, I think it's a solid prediction. I really think so. Last time Leeds beat Brighton was in the Championship, and it was at home for Leeds. This would be an away game. And if we want to go back to the last time Leeds pick up an away victory over Brighton, let me see if they even ever pick up an away victory over Brighton. They probably have. So, let me see. So, yeah, back in 2009, Leeds pulled a double on the road against Brighton, and that was in the Championship. So 2-1 to Leeds United. What are your thoughts here, guys? What are your thoughts? So what we got here? What do you got here, guys? Talk to me. So Thriller is saying Potter would do better at Arsenal with the players at his disposal. He won't play a false 9 like Arteta did last night, having never played it before. Arteta is watching Pep. Seems like Arteta is watching Pep Guardiola, because I don't understand if you're gonna have Aubameyang and Eddie and Ketty on the bench and you're gonna play Odegaard as a false 9. Doesn't make no sense to me at all. Trying to pull off a Pep Guardiola. It didn't work. It didn't work at all. Taha Besri, how are you doing? Fatso, how are you doing? Max Aarons to Arsenal. Yeah, I've been seeing that floating around. Bellerin is about to leave. If I'm Max Aarons, I won't go to Arsenal, to be honest. I'll stay at Norwich, get relegated again. Probably a better feeling than playing at Arsenal, expecting to achieve something and then ends up getting nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, Ricky Swift is saying, I think Bielsa could suit Arsenal. Bielsa could manage any club, in my opinion, and turn them really, really good. So yeah. So Thriller is saying he saw that it worked for Pep, then he tried it with Emil Smith-Rowe. And when you have a Martinelli, Eddie on the bench. Yeah, I thought I saw Aubameyang's name on the bench too. So Fatso is saying, all right, Dom, I'm off to work. See you soon. All right, man. Take it easy. You could listen to the thing on your way to work, You can, right? And if you at work and you have AirPods, put one in and you could listen to the thing. I guarantee that it would be a bit more entertaining than working. Man. So Elevator Kid is saying 2-1 to Leeds as well. We have Ricky Swift 1-1. And what else we got here? Julian 2-0 to Leeds. Gervais 4-3. God damn. What else we got here in terms of prediction? Jordan is saying 2-1 to Leeds. Thriller, action-packed. 3-3, stalemate. Hopefully with no VAR drama. Dane is saying a 0-0 draw. We have, what else we have here? Exotics. You don't buy from Soccer Mall Plus no more. Are you Soccer Mall Plus asking me if I don't buy from Soccer Mall Plus no more? Come on, stop it. Adam the Great is saying 2-1 to Leeds. I can see them scoring, but just a single goal, just like they usually do. Yeah, Brighton. Very annoying team. Very, very annoying team. So, what else we got here? Jason Jordan in the house. How you doing, man? He's saying a 3-1 to Brighton. Sharon Virgil, how are you doing? He's like, bro, what time is now? It's actually 10:23 a.m. my time. Phil Jones, 5-3 to Leeds. I don't know if it's going to be a 5-3 though. Mm-hmm. So Gervais saying, I'm at work listening to this on my AirPods. That's what I'm talking about, man. That is exactly what I'm talking about. You know, screw work. Screw work and listen to people's podcasts and their live streams, you know. Because work is boring and monotonous and it's just routine. The same BS over and over again. I wish I didn't have to go back to work, man. And I could just have something else where I make money that way. Seriously. Because work sucks. And I have to go back to work tomorrow too. Work absolutely sucks. The people suck. Everything sucks. Your boss sucks. All of them suck. You know what I'm saying? That's all they do at work. Suck. Seriously. But anyways, we're going to move on, man. We're going to move on. You know what I'm saying? We're going to move on from the sucking. So, we got Chelsea-Fulham coming up. Chelsea-Fulham, the third match we talk about today. Chelsea versus FC Fulham. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Are we going to get the expected here? Or we going to see something, you know, somewhat of a fight put up by Fulham here? Is that what we're going to see? So, Chelsea versus Fulham. Fulham in the relegation zone still, and they should be in 18th, and Chelsea are in 4th. So, Chelsea versus Fulham. Last time they met, it was a 1-0 win for Chelsea at Craven Cottage, and Fulham have not defeated Chelsea in their last 10 games. If you want the last time Fulham defeated Chelsea, we're going to have to go back real far. Okay, we're going to have to go back all the way to 2006 where Fulham pulled off a 1-0 victory over Chelsea. So in that game, the goal scorer for Fulham was Luis Boamorte. I could not forget this guy. I remember this guy, Luis Boamorte. That name sounds very familiar from watching a World Cup match or something. You know, could not forget him. And he's Portuguese. Yep, definitely. Definitely can't forget this guy, Boamorte. You know, 2006. So let me see who else was involved in this game here. For Chelsea, they had Sean Wright-Phillips, Hernan Crespo. You had Joe Cole, Lampard, Essien Makaleli. It's a wicked team. Gallas, Hoot. Damn. Hoot goes back a long way. Freaking Hoot, man. Robert Hoot, who went on to win a freaking league title with Leicester City. God damn. Didier Drogba, Ricardo Carvalho. Oh, my God. Oh, man. That was the last time Fulham actually picked up a win against Chelsea. So, are you in your right mind going to predict a win for Fulham again? Seeing the way they have been playing. You know, they had a good little period where they were, you know, picking up some wins, but it seems like they have lost their way once again. And, you know, the complacency have crept back into their games and not so, you know, sharp. And they are winless in their last 5 games. They did manage to pick up a draw in their last match there against Arsenal, a game that they should have actually won. And Eddie Nketiah came and stole the freaking points. Fulham, they have been really, really bad lately. Really bad. So, against Chelsea, who are coming off of a 1-1 draw against Real Madrid. Not the freshest team right now. I'm not going to act like Chelsea are the freshest team. Fulham are actually fresher than Chelsea and could catch them, off guard here and pull off an upset, because it will be an upset in this London derby, a smaller London derby. But, under Thomas Tuchel, Chelsea have only lost, what, two games? 2 games, right? West Brom, and they lost to Porto. So, oh man, unless Timo Werner starts the game and, misses these sitters again, I can't see Fulham getting anything from this one. Seriously. I really can't. Thomas Tuchel has this team playing well, defensively astute. Rudiger has been solid. I don't think Thiago Silva should start this game. I think they should save him for the game against Real Madrid. I think it's a game to bring in a Kurt Zuma. I also think it's a game to, play a Reece James, rest up, an Aspilicueta. There will be a lot of rotation here by Thomas Tuchel. Kepa could come back in goal. Who knows if we might see Tammy Abraham or Olivier Giroud, Callum Hudson-Odoi, a Kovacic, rest up and then go to Conte against a weaker Fulham team. But if you do that, Fulham could catch you. They could catch you off guard. They could catch you sleeping, and they could mess up your top 4 hopes, because there's West Ham, there's Liverpool right behind. Even though with a win, none of these teams might be able to surpass Chelsea in the 4th position. So maybe they could use that, and they could give themselves a little reprieve by, rotating the team and staying fresh for the Real Madrid game. That could be more important to go on to the Champions League final to play one of City or PSG. And Chelsea should fancy themselves against either City or PSG. So, look, without going on too much longer, I'll have to say this one will be a 2-0 win for Chelsea FC. 2-0 win. Maybe Havertz will get on the score sheet. Christian Pulisic again if he features. This is a game where, Hakim Ziyech could start as well. Olivier Giroud deserves a run out. Give Timo Werner a break, man. You know what they should do? While they play in the match, just send Timo Werner over to the training ground and let him practice to shoot. That's what they should do. That's what they really should do. But I'm going to go for Chelsea to beat Fulham 2-0. Fulham are in a very precarious situation right now, where they have 5 games left to play and they need points. Badly, they need points. They only have 27 points, 15 available points. If they get all 15, they survive. At whose expense, they won't care. But are they going to get 15 points from Chelsea, Burnley, United, Southampton, and Newcastle? The Burnley, Southampton, and Newcastle, you could get 9 points from those. But against United and Chelsea, I don't know, man. I really don't know. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. As for Chelsea, for their next fixtures, for them to get top 4 and make sure that they're in the Champions League next season, they have some tough games coming up. So it could get a bit dicey for them, because they got Real Madrid, and then they have, after the Fulham game, they have Real Madrid in the semifinal. Then they have Man City on Saturday. That's a tough game. Arsenal, Leicester again, and Aston Villa. It's all big games for Chelsea for the rest of the season. So they would have to be on their P's and Q's. They would have to cross their T's, dot their I's, and they would have to bring their A game every single match if they are to finish off the season successfully. Leicester would be eyeing that FA Cup trophy as well. Real Madrid would be eyeing that Champions League final. And Man City would want to finish off their season strongly. So with Aston Villa and Leicester in the league as well. So look, it's going to be tough for Chelsea. What are your predictions, guys? Chelsea versus Fulham at Stamford Bridge. Talk to me. What are your predictions? So we have here in terms of predictions, what we got? Nippon, how are you, man? How are you? Let me see. Nippon, bro, you can't come in here and asking these questions, trying to throw us off, Like, let me see here. Let me see. You come in here, you asking who's going to win their first trophy, Tottenham or England. That's off topic. We don't want to talk about that right about now. Sorry, bro. Sorry. So stick to the program. Let's stick to the program. We have a lot to talk about. Stick to the program. You see what I'm saying? Stick to the program. That's irrelevant right now. We're not even talking about Tottenham Hotspur right about now. So what we got here? What we got here? We got Nippon. Thank you very much. Chelsea 2, Fulham 1. Thank you very much. So Gervais saying Adama ruined them with that goal. Scott Parker looked like he was gonna cry. Yeah, Scott Parker looked like he has a lot of these moments where he looked like he's gonna cry. So Joker, how are you? I'm fine. I'm fine. Not 100%, but I'm getting back. I'm getting there. So Gervais saying Havertz and Ziyech will score false 9 game for Havertz and Ziyech. We have terms of predictions, comments here. Even though as a Liverpool fan, Werner is struggling because this is his first season, so he might score a lot of goals next season. I don't know about that, bro. I don't know about that. He needs to get his act together. Ricky Swift, 1-0 to Chelsea. Phil Jones, Hudson Odoi need to go out on loan. He need to leave. They're not he was, I don't know, bro. I don't know. He need to leave. I'll take Callum Hudson Odoi at City. I'll take him. I will take him. Jordan saying a 2-0 to Chelsea. Adam the Great, I hope Tuchel starts Tammy Abraham. He needs to play at least once before leaving because he will 100% leave. I know it, and it could be similar situation to Lukaku. 2-1 to Chelsea. Well, if it's a similar situation to Lukaku, Tammy Abraham could become a world beater. I think Tammy Abraham could try his luck overseas, seeing that a lot of teams need good strikers. And, going to West Ham, I don't think, there's still competition over there. I think he should just leave. And who knows, man? Who knows? Just leave. Maybe go to Norwich. Norwich would do well with you because Pookie is going to come to the Premier League and he might start off hot again, but he might struggle. Go to Norwich. Go to Norwich or, go fight with Troy Deeney over Watford or something. That might be a good option for him. Elevator Kid 3-1 to Chelsea. Gervais 4-0. Phil Jones 1 to Fulham. What is that? What is that? So what else do we have here in terms of predictions? We have Adam Dolan is saying who will get player of the season. I don't know, bro. I don't know. That one is tricky. That one will go down a rabbit hole right now. We don't want to do that right now. You know what I'm saying? So what else? Donovan McCrabb, how are you doing, bro? How are you doing? Good day to you. YSN King is saying 1-1. And what else we got here? So I see Gervais saying he's not for sale though, plus English tax. And talk about that English tax, We talk about the Bundesliga and everything. Maybe the Bundesliga need to put on a tax when they sell their players to Bayern Munich, you know what I'm saying? Or when they sell their players to Dortmund or Gladbach, put a tax on it. So at least if you put a tax on it, you could actually end up getting extra money to better your team. So you're weakening your team, but you're getting extra money so you could bring in suitable players. But, we know the Bundesliga is eating itself alive, man. We know that. We know that. And we're not even going to get into that right about now. I really cannot believe that people are so biased and one-sided and have one narrow-minded way of thinking and seeing things that if I make a video and I'm talking about how, the Bundesliga is a joke, because at this point in time, it's a joke, man. If you have Bayern Munich going on to win their 9th title in a row, 9th, and then you take the team that's actually challenging you in Leipzig, you take their manager. You see what I'm saying? You take their manager, you take their best defender. At this point in time, it's a joke. It is a joke. Seriously. Dortmund challenge, then you take Götze, you take Lewandowski. It's a joke. You take Hummels. It's a joke. And what you do, you give them back Hummels, you give them back Götze when they're washed up. It's a joke by now. Schalke, you keep just taking the best players from Schalke. Neuer, I'm not even going to get into this. Wasn't Leon Goretzka a Schalke player too? I'm not even going to get into this. Alexander Noob, I'm not even going to get into this. You're crippling teams. Stop it. You're crippling teams to benefit yourself. And if you watch and see what's happening to those teams are actually suffering. But we're going to move on. Though. So, Nippon is saying Konate over Upamecano. Come on, bro. Stop it. That's all cap. That's not true. Upamecano is the best defender that Leipzig had. Stop it. You see what I'm saying? Stop it. That Joshua Kimmich guy was touchy in your comment section down. Haha. Joshua Kimmich too. All of them. I'm not saying you can't take players and, develop them and make them great and this, that. I'm not saying that. But at least the teams need to charge them properly. The teams need to secure their players on bigger contracts so that they don't leave for free and go to Bayern Munich. It seems like Bayern Munich is the end game for most German players. Like, they just want to play at Bayern Munich, They don't have dreams of playing for Dortmund and becoming a Dortmund legend or Gladbach and so on and so forth. Their end game is always to play for Bayern because players are also to blame for this. They want to win trophies, and the only way to win trophies is to go to Bayern Munich. And I'm not talking about a freaking DFB Pokal trophy or whatnot. I'm talking about a league trophy, But guys, if you haven't yet liked the video, make sure you smash the thumbs up button. We'll definitely appreciate that. Thank you very much. And let us move on to the next game where we're going to talk about Everton versus Aston Villa. Everton versus Aston Villa. So thanks to everyone who left their prediction for the last game there between Chelsea and Fulham. So Everton versus Aston Villa. Guys, save your predictions for what I'm about to read, okay? Everton versus Villa. So early on this season, it ended in a 1-1 draw. Last season, Aston Villa defeated Everton 2-0, and that actually helped them to stay up. That happened in August, and it was a 3-1 win in the reverse match for, no, I'm lying. These two teams haven't even met this season. They haven't met this season. So last season, it was a 2-0. It was a 2-0 win for Villa in 2019 August. And that tricked me because we had Project Restart. And I don't even think Project Restart ended up playing in August though. And then we had a 1-1 draw. So I didn't even realize these teams haven't met yet this season. So Everton and Villa have not played each other yet this season. That is crazy when you really think about it. So Villa and Everton play again May the 13th. So this one is a weird one. So that's why I got fooled. Here. So forget about what I said. Oops. But that's not my fault. That's the scheduling. So Villa do have 2 wins over Everton in their last 10 games. They, doesn't look like a team that they fancy playing quite often. In 50 games, though, in 50 Premier League games, well, lately Everton have been the better team. 50 Premier League games, there's 19 wins for Villa, 18 draws, 13 wins for Everton, and most of those 13 wins have came recently. Which is, it just shows you how much Everton have improved over the last decade. So Dean Smith versus Ancelotti here. Dean Smith has never lost a game to Ancelotti. 1 game played, 1 draw. Never lost a game against Everton. 2 played, 1 draw, and 1 loss here. So both teams are in, similar situation right now in terms of, what they're doing in the league. Similar, with Everton being ahead, 53 points in 7th in that Europa Conference League spot, and Aston Villa 11th, playing 32 games, 45 points, haven't been good in their last 5, haven't been good since Jack Grealish picked up an injury, and Jack Grealish is still not fit to play. So, we could start leading towards a result now because Grealish is the one who links up defense and attack, who link up play, in the midfield and everything. And, he's a big part of, how Villa play. And without him, without their captain, their talisman, they have been struggling. Even Trezeguet, who have been devastating off the bench, devastating cameos on a few occasions, he has been injured as well. So, Villa are missing 2 key players, and the other guys need to step up. We saw Keenan Davis stepping up to bag a draw in their last game there, but they need to do more. They really need more. The players need to do more, and they don't need to be over-reliant on one player or 2 players. And that's what I think Aston Villa's problem is this season and last season too. So they need to get their act together big time. As for Everton, the problem with them is inconsistency. But if you look at their record comparing to other teams, they haven't done really badly. They haven't really done so bad because 10 losses, 7 draws comparing to Tottenham, who has 10 losses, 8 draws. You see what I'm saying? So think about what's going on here. They haven't done too badly. Liverpool with 9 losses, 9 draws. So Everton have really overachieved this season. You got to give it to Everton. They have overachieved. They're in 8th. They're in 8th right now. What did I say there in the Europa Conference League? No, they're in 8th. And they have 52 points. They are still within grasp of the top 4 guys. They win this game, they go up to 55. They would only be 3 points behind Chelsea. If Chelsea mess up, they could get caught. So Chelsea are the only team, I think, are in jeopardy of getting caught here unless Leicester really have a meltdown. United not going to get caught. But Leicester and Chelsea are the only, catchable teams here in the top 4. And Chelsea being the most vulnerable. But I don't think Everton would get Champions League. I think Everton should realistically aim for a Europa League spot or, the Conference League spot. But we've been praising Everton all season for their recruitment, brilliant recruitment, bringing in Doucouré, who's injured, James Rodriguez, who has not been 100% fit this season, and, guys like Allen, who also struggled with injury, Josh King, who haven't really been involved a lot, guys like Ben Godfrey has done well, and the team has been pretty decent this season. That's the, They even picked up their first victory against Liverpool at Anfield in ages. So it's been a season where they have turned the tide and they are looking better. You got to give it to them. You have to give them props in that regard. Richarlison, you know how good he is. Dominic Calvert-Lewin is always a threat. Luca Digne on the wings is always very, 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 very threatening. Seamus Coleman running up and down the right flank. Jordan Pickford, very feisty in goal. Guys, for this one, though, I'm going to lean towards a 1-0 win for Everton. Villa, as I mentioned, they're struggling without Grealish. Really, really struggling without Grealish. And I think it's going to be another game where they struggle here. They're in a safe spot. They're in a safe spot. They will want to finish off the season strongly, but they're in a position right now where they can begin to look at next season. You see what I'm saying? Because this season, pretty successful. They finish above the relegation places. They're not in a relegation scrap, and they're good. They're safe. They're in a safe space. You get what I'm saying? So they could look to next season. They could start scouting. And they could start looking to put on a better performance next season. I think they have been solid enough, and they could still get a European spot if they really push hard and win all their remaining games. I doubt they will. And they have to blame themselves for not being higher up the table. So I'm going to go for Everton, Carlo Ancelotti here. I would love to see them get a Europa League place. At whose expense, they won't care. Let me know your predictions for this one, guys. I'm going for 1-0. Everton over Aston Villa. All right, so what we got here? We got a girl, A-Bob, in the house who's saying 2-2 draw. How are you doing, A-Bob, on this Friday morning, afternoon, evening for some? How are you doing? So what else we got here? We got, what else we got here? We got Sachin Dev Prasad is saying 2-1 to Aston Villa because Everton have been poor at home. All right. Good to consider that. Very, very good. But their home record against Aston Villa has been 9 wins for Everton, 25 games, 9 wins, 6 wins for Villa, 10 draws. So I think the best that Villa would get from this one is actually a draw. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And I see here on this on the website I'm using that the missing players are, this website needs to really update itself. It doesn't have Jack Grealish down as injured, but Wesley is back. Wesley is back for Aston Villa, guys, and Jean-Philippe Joubamon is also back for Everton. These players were out on a long-term basis, but they are now back and raging, ready to go for their respective teams. So predictions. Let me see. Bayern fans spitting facts. Let me see. Gervais saying Bayern fans spitting facts. Stop ruining the league by buying other players. Stop buying your competition. You got no respect from that. Yeah, that's the thing I'm saying. That is the thing I'm saying. Listen, man, is this a Bayern talk show? No, it's not. But look, if you buy up all your competition, you're just being like the big, the big Amazons and, the Walmarts and those big companies, the monopolies, you know what I'm saying? You just want to go and buy up your competition. You don't want to find ways to beat your competition. You know what? You buy your competition. Come on, man. You see what I'm saying? Leave those players alone. You see? If you go out, look, and the thing too, Bayern Munich knows that if they go outside to spend, they have to spend more. Look at Luka Hernandez. Look at Leroy Sané. Look at how much these players cost. And Bayern get a lot of players on free. You see what I'm saying? They get a lot of players on a free because these players know that they could go to Bayern and win a trophy. You know what I mean? So, look, man, look. They do produce some players from the academy as well, but nearly not enough. Nearly not enough, if you ask me. Not enough. I think the Alphonso Davies signing was a really good signing, but, academy, what they're doing. Musiala, very good, very good. Who else? Who else from the academy? I'm waiting. Let me know. Who else from the academy? I'm waiting. Let me know. Let me know when you come up with something else. So we got here Adam Havatskin, 25 units. If I would buy YouTube Premium, would it work for live videos? YouTube Premium only allows you to watch YouTube without ads. And every video you watch that would have gotten an ad, it actually, every creator gets a small portion of that, a very tiny portion of that. So YouTube Premium is only for your personal reasons to not watch ads and to have access to premium content that YouTube offers. And that's about it. It doesn't really benefit creators like that. So that's my best answer to that. So what else we got here? So let me see. Yeah, Adam Triller is saying, I've had YouTube Premium for a while. It's great. You don't see any ads at all. Yep. And Triller is saying live streams works as normal. The video starts immediately and there's no ads are seen. And with live streams, you could always rewind too, You could always rewind. You'll be in the past, but still, you'll rewind. So we have Abob saying Leicester will come in fourth. Ooh. Listen, Leicester are not showing us that they will come in fourth right now at all. Leicester are not showing us that they will come in fourth. Leicester are actually showing us that they would actually go on to secure a top 4 place. That's what they're showing us right now. They're not showing us, we're not playing so well. Last season is going to happen all over again. Nah, that's not what Leicester's showing us this season at all. Leicester have been solid. You got to give it to Leicester. They have been quite solid. So thanks to everybody who have smashed the thumbs up button so far. Thanks to everybody who have dropped super chat so far. Thanks to everybody who have liked the video. Did I say that already? And we have a lot more to go through, and I have a lot more comments to go through as well. And we're going to get there. Remember, guys, there's no pressure whatsoever. There is no pressure whatsoever right about now. So what we're going to do, We're going to go on, continue through these comments. What we got here? Adam is saying, I know about ad thriller, but if I press the home button, would the live video play in the background? Oh, you're talking about window. Yeah. Yeah. You have to, with that though, Adam, let me help you out. You have to activate a thing called picture in picture in your phone. You see what I'm saying? That when you lower the video and you press the home button, the video would actually lower and it would still play, and you could browse around anything and the video would still be playing on your phone. It's called picture in picture. So look that up. So big up to Dupe in the house. Big up to Dupe. And what else we got here? We have Legend Sweet is saying Mbappe is doubtful for Wednesday in the second leg. Listen, I'm not worried about Mbappe right now, man. Mbappe had his time. He had his time, and he didn't do anything in the first leg. So why should I be worried about Kylian? You know what I'm saying? Why should I be worrying about Kylian? You see what I'm saying? Why? Please tell me, why should I be worried about Kylian? Shouldn't be worried about Kylian, man. He didn't kill anything in the first leg. And I saw a meme on Facebook that said Kylian Mbappe against Bayern Munich was like a ninja turtle. You know, let's say Leonardo or Donatello. You know what I'm saying? Michelangelo. You know, and or Raphael. You know, you pick which one he was. And against City, he was like Franklin. You see what I'm saying? Franklin, man. Franklin the Turtle. You know Franklin the Turtle? That's who he was. You see what I'm saying? That's who he was against Man City. So that explains it. I'm not worried about Mbappe. Look, and that's the thing about what people are not really realizing and people are not giving Man City the credit for. You look at that Man City team and tell me that team ain't too fair. That team is a very, very difficult team to play right now. When you have De Bruyne and Foden and Mahrez and freaking Gundogan, Bernardo in the same team, like, this is ridiculous. It is ridiculous, man. Seriously. It is ridiculous. So thanks again there, Legend Sweet. So yeah. So let me see what else you guys have here in terms of predictions. Let me see. Gervais saying Musiala is Chelsea grown, but he did go to Bayern Munich too. So yeah. So is Xerxes from the academy? But where is Xerxes? Where is he? When last you see him? You see what I mean? Like, come on. You know, so that's what it is, man. That's what it is. So Gervais saying we need to get his money. Watch the ads, don't skip. And then we have Scarface is saying skip the ads. Yeah, Scarface, and you say you're joking. Yeah, guys, the creators that I support, let me tell you, this is how I operate on YouTube. The creators that I really support, I don't skip their ads. I watch their ads unless it's like a 1 hour ad or 10-minute or 5-minute ad. If it's like 15, 30 seconds, I watch the ad. A minute, maybe not. But 30 seconds, I think ads should be 30 seconds or less. Anything over that is simply ridiculous. So 30-second, 15-minute, 10-second ad, I make sure I watch the ads once I like that creator. If I don't like them, I don't care. I don't have to watch your ads. But if it's a creator that I support, I make sure I watch those ads. And you guys make sure you do the same, not just for me, but for any creator that you definitely support. So we have, let me see what else we have here in terms of comments. And let me see. So Thriller is saying, that's why I'm a member. I pay the monthly fee to Dom to support the channel plus super chats. Thanks again, Thriller, man. Appreciate that. Elevator Kid said, who do you think will win the championship playoff? Brentford, Bournemouth, Barnsley, or Swansea? All in. Yeah, I would want to see Barnsley or Brentford come up. I'm fed up seeing Bournemouth and freaking Swansea in the Premier League. Swansea and Bournemouth, I mean. I want to see Brentford or Barnsley. You know, one of them teams. You know what I mean? One of them teams, you know. So, yeah. So what else we got here? We have let me see. Martin Kolev in the house. Big up to you, Martin. And Gervais saying Franklin. Yeah, man. Yeah, Franklin. So Mbappe is Tom from Jerry. Tom from the Tom and Jerry show. What else we got here? Bob Mbappe's swag was cancelled out in the second half of that game. Big time, man. Big time. You got to give City props for that, man. We nullified the threat of both Mbappe and Neymar. We handled Neymar very, very well. We handled Neymar very, very well. He didn't have a chance to do his thing. And as Martin says, it's easy peasy. Easy as you like. Yeah.
Easy as you like.
Big up to the boy Yusuf Marcy as well for, putting that clip on his channel. And I actually stole it because it's a classic. It's a classic. And Dupe saying ads are very annoying. You see, Dupe, you don't understand what's going on, bro. You got to support your creators by watching the ads. How do you think they get their money? You see what I'm saying? You got to actually support the creators by watching the ads. Only your favorite creators, though. Those other ones you don't really care about, so you don't really have to do. You don't have to do that. Understand? So, look, if there was a situation where every single person that actually, let's say everybody supported the thing, like every time I live, most people come in and they drop a super chat. You know what I'm saying? Let's say the stream, and not everybody can super chat. I'm not saying that. But let's say those who have the capabilities to super chat would come in. Let's say they're taking part in the live stream, and let's say I get 100 people come by. More people do stop by. More people do, but concurrently there might not be like 100 or whatnot, but over hundreds of people stop by. Let's say every live stream 100 people donate. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be a lot. If that was the case, I could take the ads off. I could switch off the ads. But that's not the case, so you got to leave the ads. You see what I mean? To supplement everything. How do you think water is bought? How do you think, the lights are bought? How do you think the internet, this thing is very costly. To get the production, this quality, it is very costly. For you guys not to get an interruption and bad audio and bad video and bad internet, everything is freezing up. I don't freeze here. Everything costs money. So that's why you have to support your creators. Not only me, but all the creators that you enjoy watching. So, and yeah, hey Bob, I don't know who disliked the stream, man. I don't know. But they disrespect in the stream. And we do have Yusuf Marcy in the house, man. Big up to Yusuf Marcy. Big up to you. You're a legend, Yusuf. Yusuf, let me talk to you. Let me talk to you one time, Yusuf. You come around here a lot, I do have respect for you. But the other day when I was on Ryan's stream, they were talking some BS, bam, 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 bam. And I heard you trying to bandwagon and be like, yeah, damn, that was no. Don't join in. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing, okay? Because all them other guys are novices. Don't say nothing. Thank you very much. Let's move on. Look, the next game we got to talk about is Newcastle Arsenal. So Everton, Aston Villa, that done. We got Newcastle Arsenal, and then we're going to run through the other games. And then we have Liverpool, Man United, City, Crystal Palace, which are the two biggest games on the weekend here that are going to, directly affect the title. So Newcastle versus Arsenal. Arsenal are not fresh. They're coming off of a Europa League match where, they exhaust a lot of their energies trying to get something against Villarreal. We know this, okay? We know this. So keep that in consideration when you're making your prediction, please. And keep in consideration the way that Newcastle have been performing lately. So right about now, Newcastle are 16th. They do have 36 points. They are unbeaten in their last 4 games. Steve Bruce and his boys have gotten their ish together. And They have picked up 8 points in an available 12, which is pretty damn good if you ask me. 8 out of 12 is damn good. Newcastle are one of the most informed teams in the league. They're up there. They're up there in terms of form right now. They're up there in terms of form, and Arsenal got to be very, very careful. 16 for Newcastle, 10 for Arsenal. Their form is very dodgy. A loss, a draw, a win, a loss, a draw in their last 5. That's not good. Arsenal have lost 13 games this season in the Premier League. The most losses they have actually picked up in any Premier League season. And I know Arsene Wenger's, his heart must be hurting right now watching what Arsenal are doing. And they lost their Europa League match against Villarreal as well, which means that, Villarreal are a better team than Arsenal, of course. Against Unai Emery, I know Unai Emery was freaking having a blast watching his team beat Arsenal after, them sacking him. I think Unai Emery could have gotten a more of a chance at Arsenal if you really think about it, if you really look back. But it is what it is, man. He's more comfortable in Spain. He's Spanish and all, and he's more comfortable in his current job. We could all go on to assume that. So Arsenal, man, they haven't been good. They really haven't been good. They lost to Everton, which I predicted them to lose to Everton. 1-1 against Fulham. And you tell me, that was a whole joke that, Arsenal, you join in the Super League, but then you can't beat Fulham? Really? You see what I'm saying? They lost. They did lose to wait. They did lose to Liverpool. They did lose to Liverpool, drew to West Ham. They beat Sheffield, of course, that is expected. But, they haven't been that good. They have been very inconsistent. And I don't think Mikel Arteta has to worry about his job just yet. They will let him get a summer transfer window, go into the next season and see what he does. Arsenal have also been in the news where the fans are calling for Stan Kroenke to sell the club, Kroenke out. And, after the whole Super League debacle, and Swedish billionaire, the owner of Spotify, his name is Ek, and I haven't really gone into that story too much, is, rumored, and it's more than a rumor, that he wants to buy Arsenal, along with Thierry Henry, Patrick Vieira, Dennis Bergkamp, and who else was the other player that's involved in the whole thing there? I didn't really go too much into that, guys. I haven't really had the time. I wanted to do a couple videos on that, but it's just a time thing. And whenever I did have the time, my voice wasn't really there. I kind of lost my voice over the last 2 days. So Arsenal coming up against Newcastle here, it's coming up in a very, very tricky period where Arsenal, they are not in the right mind state. Players are struggling from injury, struggling with form. The one player that was actually doing well in Lacazette, he's out injured. Aubameyang, since he signed the thing, has actually signed off. It looks like he's logged out, basically, of his Arsenal career mode. And, he have not been the same player. Haven't been the same player at all. So, and he have gone through a few things, family issues, a few illnesses and all that kind of stuff. So, it's just been a very weird period for Arsenal Football Club. But at the end of the day, AFTV keeps, capitalizing on this thing, you know what I mean? So big up to AFTV, big up to the boy Robbie. And I think the more of a crisis you have, the better for channels like AFTV. Gotta put that out there. So look, let's talk a bit about Newcastle though. They were in a very, very tough situation where they needed points and they weren't getting points. And every time it seems like they would get the point, they let it slip. But lately, they have been picking up some very, very good results. And that is credit to one player by the name of Joseph Willock, unknown from Arsenal. But the thing is, coming up against his parent club, he can't play. He can't play. So this could definitely affect Newcastle, who picked up a 1-1 draw against Liverpool in the last match. 3-2 win over West Ham United, 2-1 win over Burnley, and these were all because of Joe Willock. They did get a 2-2 draw over Tottenham as well, so these have been some really good results. So apart from that 3-0 drubbing they received to Brighton, they did get a 1-1 against Aston Villa, a 0-0 against West Brom, a 1-1 against Newcastle, against Wolves. And then they did lose to Manchester United, lose to Chelsea, beat Southampton. So they have been, 2-0 against Everton. So since January, Newcastle have not been that bad, They did struggle in the early part of the year. January, they were horrible because they had all these injuries. They had St. Maximin, Callum Wilson, all of these guys were out injured. And the turn of the year, it signaled a very, very bad period for them. But they have since got over that. If you really look at their record, they have been playing some good football. They really have. They really have. And you got to feel for them because Newcastle, a club who got relegated, came up and they have been, fighting over the last couple of seasons. They sacked Rafa Benitez, brought in Steve Bruce, and, they didn't do too bad last season. They haven't done too badly, but this season, it caught them. It caught them at a stage where they were really, really threatened to get relegated. And as much as they are not safe yet, 5 games left with those 2 wins and 2 draws they picked up in their last couple of games, I think that would have done it for them. I really think that would have done it for them. And you got to give it to the guys who went out there to play. Even Jamal Lascelles, who have been, struggling with injury himself. I could remember him picking up a goal to draw the game. So it's a bunch of fighters. But I do think even though they brought in a lot of reinforcements this season, they still have to continue to improve. They have to continue their scouting and recruitment, and they have to bring in some more quality players where they could be more towards the middle of the table and not towards the tail end here. So, guys, what are your predictions for this one? Let me know your predictions. I'll let you know mine pretty soon. So early on this season, Arsenal did defeat Newcastle 3-0. That happened in the horrible, torrid January period for Newcastle. And the last time Newcastle actually beat Arsenal was in the Premier League in 2018 when they picked up a 2-1 win at home. So this game will be a home game for Newcastle. So if there's anything to take solace from, it could be that game. That was their only victory in their last 10 games in all competitions here. So Newcastle against Arsenal have been a mismatch over the years. All-time Premier League results reading 51 games, 10 wins for Newcastle, 31 for Arsenal, and 10 games ending in a draw. So players to watch in this match would be Bukayo Saka for Arsenal. But as I said, these guys are not fresh. They're coming off of a Europa League game against Villarreal, where they had to really, really toil. And for Newcastle, players to keep your eye on, Alan St. Maximin and Callum Wilson, of course. They'll be, rubbing their hands to play Arsenal come this weekend. Guys, my prediction for this one is going to be Newcastle United win 2-1, and that would secure their safety for the Premier League next season, 2021-22. And I'm final with that one. Not impressed with Arsenal, and Newcastle are going to catch them at the right time. Most Arsenal could get from this, in my opinion, is a draw. If they go on to win, they would have done something rather spectacular. With the way Bert Leno is keeping right now, I don't think Arsenal fans would have much argument over this one. So even without Joe Willock here, who would Joe Willock be cheering for when he sits in the stands? Who would he be cheering for? Would he be cheering for Arsenal, or would he be cheering for Newcastle? I have a feeling he'll be cheering for Newcastle because Arsenal haven't really treated him well. He wouldn't want. You know what? Joe Willock would fancy a draw here. He would definitely fancy a draw. So Newcastle does have a decent home record against Arsenal with 6 wins, 8 draws, 11 losses in 25 games. What are your thoughts here, guys? Okay, what else we got here? We have Jove 2-1 to Newcastle. Sachin says a 1-1 draw. What else we have here? Martin Kolev says, Dom's FIFA streams are something else, man. Thank you very much, Martin Kolev. Antoine Eugene, how are you? Guys, if you haven't yet subscribed to the FIFA channel, make sure you subscribe to that. The gaming channel, I should say, where I mainly play FIFA. I don't know if I'll play any other game. I don't play other games like that. I only play FIFA. But thank you very much there. Appreciate that. We have Jordan saying a 2-1 to Arsenal. What else we got here? We got, let me see. Adam the Great, 2-2. I could see Arsenal winning, but Newcastle's form is better than Arsenal here. Thank you very much. What else we got here? We have Ricky Swift is saying, talk sport are hypocrites. They're all about views, their self. Listen, all these shows, man, let me tell you guys something. All these shows, they have to get the views to fulfill a lot of their, their brand requirements, their reach. These channels are sponsored. So if they don't get the views, they could lose the sponsorships. You see what I'm saying? So they have to keep getting the views. So that's why you see the work and the grind is unrelenting. All them channels you see that are doing little promos and this, that, is unrelenting. You have to keep going. And with the fact that you have to keep going, it means you have to show up every day. The fact that you're showing up every day, which means you're covering more than other channels, it means you're going to grow faster as well. But you also have to be wary of a thing called burnout. You also have to be wary of a thing called mental health, mental well-being. Right here, where I'm at right now, my mental health and my mental well-being is at optimum levels. Okay, I'm good over here when it comes to that. I'm not worried about, my views are low, this is that. No. My main thing is I want to be consistent. That's my main thing. I want to be consistent. And I can't, like, for example, let's say today I scheduled a live stream and I didn't show up and I made some kind of excuse about some lie. It would be a lie. You see what I'm saying? When you see people coming up with, oh my God, I can't do this because I'm with the family, they're lying. Stop lying. It would be a lie. It would be a goddamn lie if I told you I was doing something on a Friday and I can't show up. I'll schedule it another day. I'll make sure I show up. You see what I'm saying? So that's just it. I'm just concerned about my consistency and me showing up every week to finish something that I started. So we're going to have, a show for 2 shows a week. 2 shows a week, every week for this season. And next season, we want to do the same. I'll attempt to do the same. You see what I mean? And then you have the consistency. Then you'll know, oh yeah, this guy, bam, he does this every week. And bam, respect to that. So look, you got to keep it real. You got to keep it real here, man. You got to keep it real. You can't sell out. You can't sell out your soul here. You really can't. And I just hope, and I can't sell out. I really can't. I can't. I really can't sell out. Please don't sell out, Dom. Please. Please. So what we got here? Thriller saying Joe wants a permanent move. I don't blame the kid. Arteta doesn't trust him, but Steve Bruce does. So what else we got here in terms of comments here? We got Ricky Swift, no late goal to save Newcastle this time. We got 4-4 saying while Yusuf 2-0 to Arsenal. Gervais saying 2 people dislike Steve and Dildar. We have 2-2 draw saying Dane Richards. Thriller, playing FIFA is cool, but I get so more value from the random discussion on the gaming channel. And that's it. That's what it is. It's a discussion. It is the discussion, guys. It is a discussion. A lot of discussion over there at the gaming channel. So make sure you subscribe to the gaming channel. And we are gonna continue that. We are gonna keep talking and we're gonna have fun. That's the main thing. Look, I'm playing a game, but I'm also hitting you guys with a lot of game. You get it? It's the Dominic Rich Gaming Channel. It's the gaming channel where I'll be putting you on to a lot of game. I think I'm going to make that my slogan for the gaming channel, I think I'm going to make that the slogan for the gaming channel. Dominic Rich Gaming. parentheses, or no, in inverted commas, putting you on to game. That one is genius. That one is genius. Guys, don't you know I'm a low-key a genius? Do you know that I'm low-key a genius? If you don't believe that, that's up to you. But we are going to move on here. What else we got here? We got myself saying 3-1 to Newcastle. What else we got here? What else we got here? We have Antique is saying, Ecosium Antique, hey, Dom. Where in the U.S. do you live? I'm from Philly. I'm from New York. I'm from New York. I'm from New York. Concrete jungle where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can do. I'm from New York. Gervais says the investing in Vice is really helpful on Dom's gaming channel. Maybe the best part. Ooh, you like that, huh? You like that? I have more stories to tell on that too. I do. So Gervais saying Dom's gonna be sponsored by Manscaped next. Trim the grass to make the yard bigger. Look, I'm not. Let me tell you one time. Having. Let me let you know this. Having a sponsorship or a brand deal or affiliate links is not selling out. But once you only do it because of that reason, then yeah. You see what I'm saying? Once you're mostly motivated by the money, then yeah. You see what I'm saying? Then yeah. Once you're motivated by the money, yeah. But then it's a tricky thing because if that's your only way of making money, then you have to show up. But it is a weird topic. It is a weird topic. Oh, God. It is a weird topic, man. You see what I'm saying? So Manscaped, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm gonna do the Manscaped thing. I don't know. I think I have tried to get into the affiliate program one time, and it was a while back, and I think I was denied. I don't even know, but it is very tricky. So what else we got here? So we have comments. I'm reading your comments, man. That's the best part of this too. So Ricky Swift is saying Anfield Agenda is sponsored by Manscaped now. The thing is, let me tell you this. People could go and get sponsored by anybody who they want to get sponsored from because, you know, it's a way of making money. But as I said, man, when money becomes the only motive to do things, it could get you know, your soul, you start losing your soul a bit. You start losing your soul a bit, man. You remember, like, for example, in music, these musicians, the underground stuff is like the best. It comes more from the soul. It's where most of the, you know, the best content come from before anybody knew who they were. And then when it gets commercialized, then the content is like, you know what I'm saying? You know, like, for example, like with Anfield Agenda, you don't see a collaboration with Dominic Rich FC anymore because, you know, things are big over there right now. You know what I mean? Things are big. So you don't get a collaboration from Dominic Rich. You get a collaboration from, you know, Mark Goldberg. You know what I'm saying? Mark Goldbridge. You see what I'm saying? Because it doesn't suit the whole, you know, commercial well-being, the views. It doesn't suit that. You get what I mean? Dom is not a hand clapper. You see what I'm saying? So it would be like, oh, that's guy Dom, I don't like him, bam, bam, bam. So I am just saying, and this is no shots fired or nothing. I'm just speaking facts out here. It's just about facts. It's just facts. But we're not going to get down that road. Let us continue here. Let us continue. People could do what they want. And I do have affiliate link with Cards Plug. And I do. And with that said, where's my Cards Plug thing? Guys, don't forget to go check out cardsplug.com. You know, you could use the coupon code Dominic Rich FC to get 15% off your orders. That's my only affiliation to any brand, cardsplug.com, where, you know, I haven't made a whole lot of money from that, but I've made some money. So it's not something that, like, oh my God, I have to pop up every single day because, you know, I have this deal with Cards Plug to fulfill, and if I fail, they'll take it away. Nah. You're gonna get the raw uncut from me. You're gonna get that for a while. It'll be nice to, to get more money, but at the same time, more money equals, more problems as well, guys. You know what I mean? And quicker growth equals, more problems as well. So I like the growth, slow, steady. It'll come. And, and as I keep mentioning a lot of times, when it comes to the international stuff, guys, I'm very, very good when it comes to the international stuff. So, that's where a lot of people fall off. So I'm looking forward for the June international break, big time. I'm looking forward for that international break, big time. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna continue here. Thanks again, Thriller, who says, Thriller says, not only that, but Dom actually made me make more money by putting me onto Doge to offset all the super chat I ever sent him. Please tell me somebody else who has done that. Tell me somebody else who has done that. And I've been putting people onto things. It's only up to you if you want to actually jump on. You see what I'm saying? Please tell me somebody else who has done that. And we're not gonna listen, we're not gonna go down the road of all the people who have helped and things like that. And where are they today? Where are they? We don't see them around these parts anymore. So look, we're gonna continue here. We are gonna continue, and we're actually talking about Arsenal losing 2-1 to Newcastle. 2-1 to Newcastle. So look, and you see that? You see that? Guys, we have Coach's Desk in here. Do we have Coach's Desk? Big up to Coach's Desk. And you see what? You see? Speak of the devil. Speak of the devil, man. Look at this. Speak of the devil. Haven't been seeing you around these parts in ages. Speak of the devil. But we're going to continue here. And we got a few more games to talk about. The live stream has really gone on, though. The live stream, whenever I think I'm doing really well, in terms of the time and everything, I get drawn into a rabbit hole, and then, I get caught up, man. So, yeah. But, yeah, back to you, Mr. Ryan LFC, haven't seen you around these parts, man, And I must say, every time I stream, people are asking for you. People are like, oh, what happened? Where you've been, You need to answer to that. You got to answer to that. You need to give account for that. You know what I'm saying? So, look, what we're going to do, we're going to move right on. And let's talk a bit about Burnley versus West Ham United. Let's touch on that one. And let's run through these last couple of games, because we have to talk about the Liverpool versus United. That one could take a while. City versus Crystal Palace, and we'll call it a day for today. So let's go. Next game, West Ham Burnley. We know Burnley are coming off of a big win, man. So big up to Burnley there. Huge win for Burnley. That's their biggest away victory in the Premier League era. It was a ridiculous victory. 4-0 over Wolves. Like, god damn, Burnley. Like, oh, man. I wasn't expecting that at all. Really wasn't expecting that, Mr. Burnley. But they're 14th right now. They do have 36 points. They need to get to safety still. And I actually was pulling Burnley back into that whole relegation conversation, but they said, no. They said, listen, no. They weren't with that relegation talk. Bam, smash up Wolves. So they have momentum going for them here. As for West Ham, they have seemingly lost the momentum, man. 2 losses in their last 2 games, losing to Chelsea, losing to Newcastle. 2 red cards for West Ham in those games. I don't know if the Balbuena red card was rescinded, so I have to actually look up that. Fabian Balbuena. Let me see if the red card was rescinded. West Ham did appeal the red card. So let me check the news and see if anything. Okay. West Ham defenders red card against Chelsea overturned on appeal. So Balbuena, his red card is gone, so he could feature against Burnley. That was a freaking ridiculous red card. These referees need to go back to refereeing school. Seriously, they need to go back to school and they need to learn their thing because they have no idea what's going on. We could ref games better than these referees. And no disrespect to the referees. It's not an easy thing, but maybe not. Maybe we can't. Maybe I'm just saying, but still. Maybe I'm exaggerating. But still, they need to do better. They really, really need to do better. So West Ham, they were building up a head of steam, even in the top 4 and everything. They're still in the top 4 race, but it's, contingent on how Chelsea performs, on how Liverpool does, on Everton and Tottenham and these teams around the area there. So, look, Jesse Lingard has been playing well for them. Mikel Antonio out injured. Declan Rice out injured. They've been struggling with some key injuries, but despite that, they have been playing some good football here. And I don't want to be too long going into this one, but David Moyes versus Sean Dyche here. This one could be a very tricky fixture where West Ham won the last game these two teams played, but Burnley have been picking up some good results over West Ham, where the previous 3 games were wins for Burnley. West Ham, since 2017, have not been very, very good against Burnley, only picking up 2 wins, losing 4 times, and getting 1 draw. So you got to give props to Burnley here. The game will be at Turf Moor, and we know what happens when Burnley play at Turf Moor. It's very windy. It's, unsavory conditions for the traveling team, and they could be a very, very gritty unit. I actually saw that Nick Pope was back in goal again, and I was like, whoa. When you have Nick Pope with Tarkowski and me and Lowton and these guys, Dwight McNeil been playing a little, good. Chris Wood with that freaking hat-trick. When you have Wood and Westwood together, man, it's a whole lot of wood, and you have to watch out. You gotta really, 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 you gotta watch yourself, man, or else you could get, you could get a whole lot of splinters here from a team like Burnley. So with all that being said, West Ham, they have been playing some good football, overachieving, still in contention to get both European competitions. I'm going to say they claw back and they pick up a favorable result here, and they get a draw. A 1-1 draw. 1-1 draw. This is the first draw I'm predicting today, and I'm going for a 1-1 draw, Burnley, West Ham. That's my thoughts. That's my prediction. I don't want to go longer talking about these two teams right about now, but in terms of fixtures, West Ham play Everton next, Brighton, West Brom, and Southampton. Nice run-in for the rest of the season for West Ham United. And if they do well, they will be rewarded with European football, something that West Ham does not see very, very often. For Burnley, they got Fulham, Leeds, Liverpool, and Sheffield United. Pretty good fixtures at for the rest of the season, and I think Burnley will survive and they will play Premier League football next season. What are your thoughts here, guys? Talk to me, man. Talk to me, guys. Talk to me in the house. Talk to me, man. Talk to me, man. Let me see. Let me see what's going on here, man. Let me see comments here. Come on, bro. Stop it, bro. Stop it. You know what I mean? Stop it, bro. Stop it. You're not busy. Stop lying. Stop capping. Stop it. We have Duper saying 2-0 to West Ham. Walter the Epic says 3-1 to West Ham. We have, who else has predictions here? Sebastian. 3-1 to West Ham. A-Bob, 3-3 draw as usual. You're talking about the fact that West Ham has been picking up a lot of draws lately. Guys, make sure you smash the thumbs up button. We need one more like to hit 50 thumbs up. Let's get it over the 50 mark and get closer to 75 thumbs up. That would be awesome. That would be awesome if we hit the goal today. And I know there's a few people in here who have not yet smashed that thumbs up button. So look, man. Look, we have Icosium. Okay. In terms of prediction, come on. Predictions. We have. Oh man. We have Kosa Clapper 2-1 to Burnley. We have what else we got here in terms of prediction? Ricky Swift. Why is Ryan referring to himself in the third person? Yeah. I don't know why you always do that, bro. Stop it, bro. You do not need to refer to yourself as Ryan LFC. You know, you don't need to do that. And talking about Ryan LFC, Ryan, have you since you're in here right now? I don't know if you're still here. Or it's too hot for you in here. But have you tell people that I'm the one who called you Ryan LFC? You see? And you're referring to yourself as Ryan LFC. You need to tell people like Finn and all these disrespectful people you be having on your channel the real deal. Since you're here, I want to talk to you 1v1. You see what I'm saying? Tell them. So when they disrespect me, you could say, bro, whoa. Chill, bro. You see what I'm saying? Come on. You could do better than that. All right, Jordan, 2-0 to Burnley. 2-0 to Burnley. What else we got here in terms of predictions? Sachin is saying 1-0 to West Ham. What else we got? Mason, Nguyen, Nason win. I think that's how you pronounce that. I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. It's to the Hammers. Oh, my God. Yeah. But it won't be bubbles at this stadium, though. Won't be doubles at this stadium. So, yeah, man. We have Dom is Alice from Wonderland going through the rabbit hole. Yeah, I do that a lot. Sebastian, 3-1 to West Ham. Two Lingard goals. Antoine Eugene, 2-0 to West Ham. So none of you guys are actually giving Burnley hope here. Adam is saying a 2-2 draw. Burnley will fight for safety. A point will be big for them. What else we got here in terms of predictions? Okay, thank you very much, everybody who dropped predictions. And make sure you guys smash your thumbs up button for the live stream. Let's get closer to 75 thumbs up. So Mikey Plumer is saying thoughts on Konate. I think Konate is a very young, promising center back. He's struggled with a few injury problems, but once he get over those, he could offer Liverpool a lot going for the future, definitely. But I think the signing is coming a year late. It should have been done already, but he was injured anyways. But still, I think if he's nurtured and if he's well taken care of, he could become a very, very good center back. And we could see him in the French national team pretty soon. And he could have a very, very good career. That's my honest thoughts of him. You see what I'm saying? Very, very honest thoughts. If I have to look at it from a Man City perspective, well, I hope he goes to Liverpool and does not do that well. But my unbiased perspective is he's a very quality player. I've always praised both Konate, all three of them, Konate, Upamecano, and Nadi Mukiele. But I actually think Mukiele is one of the most versatile ones in the three, where Mukiele could play all across the back line, and his injury record is pretty decent as well. But against Liverpool, neither Mukiele nor Upamecano were very good when they met Leipzig. So, yeah. So, Thriller is saying, bloody Burnley to frustrate David Moyes, 2-2 stalemate. Thank you very much. Ricky Swift, 2-1 to West Ham. All right, so what else we got here? Let me see. Phil Jones, 3-2 to Burnley. You know what I mean? What else we got here? You know, Ryan is saying, Ryan, I come in your live stream to pester you guys when you're losing, you know what I mean? Because you guys were so cocky and pompous at the beginning of the season. So I come in your live stream. I want to hear what you Liverpool fans are saying because it is entertainment to me. Because at the end of the day, this is all entertainment. This is all entertainment. And I come through for the entertainment value. That's what I come through for, the entertainment value. And, you know, it is entertaining. But my advice to you, bro, whenever you're doing your live streams, you guys have to make sure you respond to comments more often. Because when these guys are talking, when these guys get in and they start talking and talking and talking, people in the comments don't get acknowledged. They don't get acknowledged. They don't get, you know, it's like they're not appreciated. Some of these guys that you have on just like to talk way too much. Seriously. And you got to acknowledge the comments. The people, without the people, you don't have a show. You see what I'm saying? You don't. Without an audience, there's nothing. There's nothing. So I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. We got a few more games to go through, guys. We have 4 more games to talk about. Damn, this is going to be a long one today again. West Brom Wolves. We're going to move on. We're going to move on, guys. We're going to move on. And look, guys, you guys might think maybe I'm coming off negative towards Ryan and all, but I'm not. Because, you know, when you really look at it, when you really think about it, I'm not. I have my reasons and I may come off like this, but at the end of the day, I mean well. I mean well because, you know they say there's a thin line between love and hate and everything. And the thing is, Ryan, the way you and I were, it is just sad the way it's become. I just want to put that out there. You see what I'm saying? It is just sad. So, you know what I mean? Maybe you need to think about that as well. It should have never gotten this way. You see what I'm saying? It should have never, ever gotten this way because we were actually building something crazy. And I don't know if you realize that. We were building something crazy and, you know, yeah, there were doubts. There were doubts. Doubts kicked in. And you know, and I'm not a kind of person where I'm a very consistent person. And I'm not a kind of person where I have doubts to be like, oh, man, I don't even know if there's going to be a show this Friday. No, man. So that's why I rather just do things myself. That's why I rather do things myself. So what else we got here? Dom, we have A-Bobby saying, Dom, sing to Ryan, be our guest. You know, so, you know, I've been doing this thing for a while, man. A lot of these guys you see on YouTube, they just started this thing because of the pandemic. They just got more consistent because of the pandemic. You know, pandemic or no pandemic, I've been doing this thing for a long time. So, look, we're going to move on to the next game. We don't want to get too personal right now, but there's things that need to be addressed. There's things that need to be talked about because people keep asking me these questions every single time I stream. Every time I stream, man. Even last night. Every time I stream. So we got Wolves, West Brom, Black Country Derby. It will be hosted by West Brom this time. And the last time West Brom played Wolverhampton Wanderers, it was a very, very, you know, exciting 3-2 victory. And Wolves have not beaten West Ham since 2011. And that was the last time, well, the last time they actually met in the Premier League before, you know, the 11-12 season was last season. So they were waiting. They were waiting to meet each other. So when West Ham was in the Premier League, Wolves was in the Championship. When Wolves come back to the Premier League, West Brom, I'm probably said West Ham somewhere in between there, was in the Championship. So the only... For Wolves, they only had 2 wins against West Brom over the last 10 games dating back to 2007. And there's 2 draws sprinkled in between there. So which means there's 6 wins for West Brom. So this is West Brom's. This game, this tie, this derby, West Brom derby. West Brom are the favorites in this derby. So the all-time Premier League results, 3 wins for West Brom, 1 for Wolves, and 1 draw. And the loss came, I said, back in 2011, and the draw also came in 2011. So ever since then, since they, you know, in the Premier League, it's been all West Bromwich Albion. Sam Allardyce and West Brom, do they still have hope? Do they still think that they could survive? Guys, it might be too late. 25 points. They need all all 15 of the all available points, they need them. I think they should have won the game against Aston Villa, which ended in a 2-2 draw. Late goal by Keenan Davis there. I think, what's his name there? Bartley, very, very stupid thing to chest the ball in the box. And it cost them points. It really, really cost them points. And I think, they should rue that, because they would have went up to 27. And with 2 more wins added to that, you're still in the mix. But with that draw, it put them in a very, very, very difficult position to get out. So the great escape on the Sam Allardyce might not happen. Even if they go on to do the double over Wolves, it may not happen. For Wolves, who are 12th, it has been a so-so season for them. 11 wins, 8 draws, 14 losses. Not bad when you really look at it, though. And with 5 games to go, if they could finish strongly, it will be another respectable season for Wolverhampton Wanderers. But as I keep mentioning every single week, Raul Jimenez is the missing piece here, to go with Pedro Neto, who is out injured for the rest of the season. Daniel Podence has been in and out. Adama Traore hasn't really been in form for most of the season. Lately, he has been playing some good football. And players like Marçal and Semedo, who was brought in, have been lackluster. Even, the young Fabio Silva haven't really done much. And Willian Jose haven't really done a goddamn thing. And, Wolves, Nuno, I think he have done a very good job still to take them to safety and for them to be in the Premier League yet another season. Guys like Rui Patricio and Moutinho and, Ruben Neves don't get enough praise that they deserve. And guys like Saiss, Cody, these guys deserve a lot more praise. Willy Barley, it's a solid unit. But with all that being said, West Brom back against the wall. They've been playing some better football as of late. Diagna has been playing well. The gem of the team, Mateus Pereira. Whoever gets this guy would get themselves a very, very good player. They would get themselves... And look, Liverpool would do well with a player like Mateus Pereira. I'm not even, I don't think Man City is going to buy him. I don't think a team like Chelsea are going to pick him up. United, maybe. But Liverpool or Arsenal would do well with a player like Mateus Pereira. Or even Tottenham Hotspur would do well with a player like Mateus Pereira. If the other teams are smart, they would pick him up, like a Leeds United. A Leeds United could go in quick and say, you know what? They're going to get relegated. Start some type of negotiation. Start getting contact so that you're early. You're early, because this guy is one hell of a freaking player, man. Mateus Pereira, man. So big up to him. But overall, it has been a poor season for West Bromwich Albion. I did predict them to go down, I think. They were one of the teams I predicted to go down. I think I did predict them and Fulham to go down, but Leeds to survive. So that was good. That was really, really good. So look. My prediction for this one, however, is for West Brom to do the double, 2-1 over Wolverhampton Wanderers. So 2-1 to West Brom. What are your predictions here, guys? What are your predictions? So, wait. Wait. Adam the Great. Dom, you all right? You said my name. What did I say about your name? You said West Ham instead of West Brom. Back-to-back mistakes. I said your name wrong. What did I say? Did I say your name wrong? Oh, you were talking to... I don't... Look, man. Look, you guys are members of the channel. So sometimes it's like, I see... I don't even know, bro. My bad. Adam, my bad. My mistake. But it's an honest mistake, though. Every time I mix up West Brom and West Ham, it's a mistake. So, you know what it is. So, what we got here? A-Bob says, I thought Wolves would have done better this season. Yeah, man, it's Raul Jimenez, man. Raul Jimenez his injury. So Gervais saying Dom's mind is somewhere else. What did I say, though? I said, oh, you said my name? I said your name? God damn. My mind must be in Grenada somewhere or something. But are you still in Grenada, by the way, A-Bob? How did I mix up A-Bob and Adam the Great? I don't understand how that happened, but my mistake. Gervais says 2-1 to Wolves. Antoine Eugene 2-1 as well. You guys are going for Wolves. A-Bob says 2-1 to... Why are you guys going for Wolves? Dupe 2-0 to Wolves. Dane 2-0 to Wolves. Sebastian 2-0 to Wolves. What? Ronaldo and Bruno to score? You're talking about Portugal. Oh, okay. I see. Dupe saying, Dupe, behave yourself. He's saying, Dom thinking about big body gal. Oh, man, behave yourself, okay? Have some respect for A-Bob in the house, you know what I mean? We don't even know if A-Bob has a big body. Nobody ever seen A-Bob. So, behave. All right, you said A-Bob instead of my name. All good, just try to have fun. As Dom says, 2-1 to West Ham. 2-1 to West Brom. 2-1 to West Brom. And guys, you don't even understand. Like, on the paper here, when I did Burnley versus West Ham, I wrote West Brom. I don't know why I keep mixing up these teams, man. I really don't know why I keep mixing up these teams. So A-Bob is saying that you're stranded there. Not a bad place to be stranded, though. Not a bad place to be stranded. So Podence is saying, Podence, Thriller, Podence the only guy I'm taller than in the Prem to score 1-0 winner to Wolves. Oh, man, that is good. That is good. So, look, we're going to move on from that one. We got Tottenham versus Sheffield United coming up. Let's talk about Tottenham Hotspur versus Sheffield United. Sheffield already relegated. Tottenham Hotspur sacked Mourinho, now under the tutelage of interim manager, former academy graduate Ryan Mason. So let's go. Tottenham versus Sheffield United. After this, we will be talking about Man City, Crystal Palace, and we're going to leave the Liverpool Man United one for last, where we're also going to do a combined 11 for that one. So get your combined 11s ready. Get your combined 11s ready because we are going to do that one, okay? And let me cue up the foothead. Let me cue up the foothead squad builder one time because we're getting around that time where we're going to do a combined 11 for the first time on the Premier League show, the prediction show. This is going to be fun. So tell a friend that we're doing combined 11. We're talking about Liverpool and we're talking about Man United more soon. So for some reason, right, I realize that when I'm doing the live streams and then whenever I start saying Liverpool, I don't know if the algorithm picks it up and it sends it out to the Liverpool fans and they start coming through, you know. So let's see if that happens again. Let's see if that actually happens where we're going to talk Liverpool versus Manchester United and we're going to get into some combined 11 here and let's see if that theory is proven right. So let us go. Tottenham Hotspur will host Sheffield United. Tottenham are currently in 7th and Sheffield United bottom of the table, relegated already. Tottenham still in the top 4 race, but they have to keep winning. They have to win their remaining games. They have not been that good. They've been inconsistent. Hence the reason why Jose Mourinho has been sacked. I kept talking about the fact that, yeah, Jose are picking up points. They're picking up points, but look at the team that they're picking up points against. The smaller teams, the teams are lower in the table. When they come up against the bigger teams, when it's time for actually, you know, for crunch time, they're not crunching. Look against Dinamo Zagreb. Look at what they did. They got knocked out after winning the first leg. So, you know, Mourinho sacking justified, maybe not before a final. And I do think that they are actually very irresponsible to give Ryan Mason the managerial position for the end of the season. And they're looking for people, so it seems like it may not be Ryan Mason, but they're linked to Ten Hag of Ajax. But I recently saw Fabrizio Romano said that Ten Hag has just signed a new contract extension at Ajax. So just think about that. So they'll have to look at other options. It might be Allegri, Max Allegri, Frank Lampard, who knows? London, former Chelsea player. I don't know if he'll manage Tottenham. I doubt. Who are they gonna bring in though? Who are they gonna bring in? I can't really put my money on it. Laurent Blanc, who knows? Laurent Blanc, he's out of a job. Who could they actually bring in though? Tottenham Hotspur. God damn. So thank you very much, Thriller, who says, Dom, I will score the winner against Big Sam. You just watch. Podence from Manila. Oh, oh, funny. Thriller, you can't change your name more than, I think, 3 times in 90 days, right? So just watch how you be changing up your name there because, Thriller is you're like a legend around these parts. So you change up your name, you know what I'm talking about. And you recently changed your name to Stan Kroenke out and things like that. So just be careful. Just be careful though. So, hey Bob, thank you very much for the $2 Australian super chat who says Spurs are getting a championship manager. Who do you think they're gonna get though? Who do you think they're gonna get? I look, when it comes to the managerial world, I'm not really, that good in terms of the championship and who they have down there. Because let's be real, man. The English managers aren't that good. They're not that good. Let's keep it real. I just hope that we don't see a Bundesliga situation where you're going to have Brendan Rodgers leaving Leicester to go to Spurs because they're going to pay him more money or something like that. I hope so. I think that guy Ralph Ragnick, the former Leipzig manager, he's out there. They could get him. Hopefully, for them, they don't get Klinsmann. He was a former Spurs player. Let's see. Wayne Rooney's been struggling with Derby County, right? They could go down. So Martin Kolev says I messed his name again. Whose name? Whose name did I mess up? Podence from Manila? Hey, Bob? I don't think I messed up anybody's name. Adam the Great. Spurs will get Hansi Flick. Now, Flick is going to Germany. And so you guys are saying that Southgate, I heard that he would be... Yeah, I've been hearing the Southgate thing for a while. I hope, oh man, I don't know. Southgate is a bit too pragmatic to me. Just his facial expressions doesn't excite me one bit. You see what I'm saying? He doesn't excite me. He's a bit weird looking too. Sorry, Southgate. You and I don't have anything going, so I have nothing to lose here. Harry Redknapp gonna go back to Spurs. Man, I hope they don't go. I hope they don't go there. Dupe, damn, you messed up my name. How did I mess up your name? What did I say? Dupe, what did I say? Oh man, I'm messing up names today, huh? That's what I'm doing. And I'm not tired. I'm not tired at all. Eddie Howe. You're right about that. Eddie Howe is definitely not a bad shout, He would definitely fit Spurs. Yeah. You guys are on to something. Eddie Howe. We know he's not going to win anything but still, Eddie Howe. I'm going to go with Eddie Howe. But guys, Sheffield United coming off of a win there, and they would fancy themselves beating Spurs, you know what I'm saying, because Spurs going through a kind of tricky period right now. Sheffield United did beat Spurs last season. They were unbeaten against Spurs last season, as a matter of fact, but Spurs did win 3-1 in the January 17th fixture this season. Look, Harry Kane isn't 100% fit. Son isn't in full-fledged. And Tottenham are not going through the best situation right now. Just coming off of a League Cup loss and all. So who knows? But they do have things to play for still. They do have something to play for. As for Sheffield United, they have absolutely nothing to play for but pride. And they could be very, very, very dangerous. You see what I'm saying? 1-0 win over Brighton there. We saw they got the early goal and Brighton had to scrap. You could see a situation like this again. But with the quality that Tottenham possesses, I know they don't have a quality manager right now in Ryan Mason. He's only, 29 years old, no experience whatsoever. And we know Paul Heckingbottom is a more experienced manager. He might be actually trying to get the permanent job, because getting a permanent job means he'll get more money, I think, and he'll build up his CV, and he'll get a job as a manager, not like working with the U team or something like that. And they could be a very dangerous opposition. But with that being said, still, I think Spurs are going to be too much for them, and Spurs are going to win the game 2-0. If Spurs end up drawing or losing this game, well, you know what I mean? I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say about Tottenham. I really won't know what to say. So I'm going to go for them to actually win the game 2-0. So what's your prediction for this one, guys? Talk to me. What's your predictions here? So we've gone down the rabbit hole of picking a manager for Spurs, and we came up with Eddie Howe, who would be a very good manager. So let me see. So anyhow, Adam the Great is saying, Eddie Howe is saying anyhow. Yeah. So we got predictions here. Guys, if you made predictions before, make them again, because I'm not going to scroll up right now. I'm going to confuse myself. Is myself in the house here? Myself. I'm going to confuse myself. So we have 3-0, says Adam the Great. They will smash the False United. We have A-Bob saying 2-1 to Spurs. I'm being very careful with the way I read the names now. Air Slayer, 1-0 to Spurs. Dane Richards, 4-0 to Spurs. Antoine Eugene, 3-1 to Spurs. JaVale Hara, 2-1 to the other team. I love to see Spurs suffer. Oh, Martin Kolev. Oh, what is going on here? Thriller, how's my form? Oh, man. Very confusing with the Doge thing there, man. Martin, you guys are confusing me, man. Oh, so wait, Thriller, you change your name back? Wait, are you allowed to change your name, Thriller, like many times? I don't know. I don't know if you guys with YouTube Premium or whatever you have there are able to change your name more often, but you got me there with that one, Martin. I was like, God damn, you confused. You guys are really confusing me now. Sebastian said three. you guys are really confusing the shit out of me right now with these things, man. But yeah, man. Yeah. So AD, big up to AD in the house. Robert Pavkovic, 1-0 to Sheffield. We have Spurs going to win 3-1. Cringe, Dupe, 2-0. Oh, man. What else do we have here? People trolling me. Yeah, definitely, man. No Kura. Saying, since Real Madrid don't want Bale, do you think he's staying at Spurs next season since Mourinho is no longer in charge? No, Bale is going to go back to Real Madrid, and then he's going to decide his future from then on. Yeah, that's what's going to go. That's what's going to happen. That is what's going to happen there. So that's it for that one. So we're done with all those matches. We've predicted those games. Let's talk about Man City versus Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace versus Manchester City. It will be, at Selhurst Park, and, City will travel to London to face Crystal Palace, who, the type of team that could pop up and beat you. Remember, they did pick up a win against City back in December of 2018. Cannot forget that damn game. Oh, my God. Oh, man. That game was crazy. So, in that game, we had Ilkay Gundogan scoring in the 27th minute, set up by Fabian Delph. Then Jeffrey Schlupp scored. That was a good goal. I could remember that one. Then Andros Townsend scored a screamer, which was one of the goals of the season. And then Luka Milivojevic put away a penalty to make it 3-1. And then Kevin De Bruyne did score one in the 85th minute to spot the fight back. We ended up losing. Okay? And maybe it's because we had a defense with Otamendi in there and Fabian Delph with John Stones playing as a DM. I don't know what Pep be doing sometimes at all, I really don't know. Leroy Sané played the entire game too, so... Sané used to get game time. I think this was a game where Pep rotated De Bruyne, Sergio Aguero, and Mahrez was on the bench. Foden was on the bench. We had Danilo playing for us those times. The Crystal Palace team is pretty much the damn same. It's pretty much the same team. Guaita, Sacco, Van Aanholt, Milivojevic. You have guys like MacArthur. MacArthur might be out injured right now. He might be out injured right now. I think, yeah. And Max Meyer, the young German who came to the Premier League and flopped hard, who's now playing for FC Köln. He's only 25 years old still. Schlupp, Zaha, Townsend, they're all still there. It's pretty much the same damn team. You know what I mean? So City got to be very, very careful playing against this Crystal Palace team, who has only beat Man City once over the last 10 games. But there was also a 2-2 draw back last season. And that was, one of them games where we drew one of them many draws last season. But this season, we played Crystal Palace. We beat Crystal Palace 4-0. And in this game, John Stones, Ilkay Gundogan, Stones with a brace, and Raheem Sterling scored to steamroll Crystal Palace and, Roy Hodgson here. So City, very, very good record against Crystal Palace. All-time Premier League results read 21 games, 13 wins for City, 5 draws, 3 wins for Palace. At Selhurst Park, 10 games, only 2 wins for Palace, 6 losses, and 2 draws. Guys, right now, just some information for you. Do you guys believe on Transfermarkt, according to Transfermarkt and their evaluation, Raheem Sterling is the most valuable player for Man City, valued at 100 million euros? You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. You know what I mean? Wilfred Zaha is 45 million. So if any team wants him, he'll be expensive. And with that being said, Zaha, Eze, Ayew, Riedewald, these guys, Benteke, could all be a threat for against Man City. But for Crystal Palace, their last game that they played, they were actually leading the match and they ended up losing. So they gotta stem the goals that they concede. I think they played against Leicester, if I could recall. Yeah, 2-1 loss against Leicester, 12th-minute goal by Zaha, Timothy Castagna, and Kelechi Iheanacho for the winners for Leicester City. So they got to manage their games a lot better there. They didn't look too bad, but they got to manage their games better. Man City, we know, are coming off of a win in the Carabao Cup final and a win against PSG. So 2 big wins. It has taken a lot out of Man City, and we will see heavy rotation against Crystal Palace. But the thing is, heavy rotation against Crystal Palace does not mean a weakened team unless Pep Guardiola actually mess up like he did against Chelsea and made and unbalance the team. We could rotate, but don't unbalance the team. And that is something that I want to see here against Palace, who can be a very, 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 wily opposition here. And it could be very, 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 tricky here to play Crystal Palace. We know they're a team that get battered, but we know they're a team that could show up and put out a masterclass here. We know this. So in this game, though, Ederson will play. In my opinion, it should be Ederson. Stones will be out. So Laporte would start. Laporte would start this game. I don't think Pep is going to go with Laporte and Diaz. So Laporte and Ake, I mean. So I think it would be Diaz. Diaz is still young. He wants to play a lot of games. But I don't know if Pep would actually change things up. I have a feeling Pep might actually do an Eric Garcia in this game. Seriously, I think Pep would go with Garcia and Laporte and play Ake at left back. I think Pep would do something like that. Pep is going to do something weird against Crystal Palace. Remember, I told you guys that. Fernandinho, I think, will start this game. We have Jesus or Aguero will start. We will have those guys coming back. Sterling will start. Ferran Torres will start this game. I don't know who else would play. To be honest, I don't know what Pep is going to do, but I know there's going to be a lot of rotation here. And you guys can't blame me because we have a big game coming up against PSG at home next week, and you would want to keep the guys fresh. Rest. I know Kevin De Bruyne will be rested. Gundogan will be rested. And who knows? Who knows? I don't even know who's going to play in this game. Zinchenko might play in midfield. You see what I'm saying? Mendy might play at left back. I don't know who he's going to play. John Stones is injured. Eric Garcia might play right back. You see what I'm saying? These are the things Pep Guardiola might actually end up and do, man. You see what I'm saying? Pep Guardiola might actually end up and do this. So we have a fake thriller in here. I don't know who's playing around, but it surely can't be Martin Kolev who's doing that. So, look, if you guys are doing that, you guys are going a bit too far here with the impersonations. You guys are going a bit too far with the impersonations. So let me say let me let you guys know this one time, right? Let me let you guys know this. So, look, let me see something. Am I seeing things? That's you? Am I seeing things? I'm seeing Thriller from Manila. I'm seeing two thrillers. Why is that showing up as Thriller? Do you have, what is going on here? I'm lost. I'm really lost. That has to be Martin Kolev. Listen, Martin, come on, bro. Come on, don't do that. You're confusing me. Don't confuse me, man. God damn. Jesus Christ. You guys are going real far to confuse me here. But let us talk here. Sebastian is saying Eric Garcia should never play. Yeah, I believe that too, but you know Pep. You know Pep, man. You know Pep. Mason is saying City will lubricate. I could see Mason watches have hope. You know, I could see that. So let me see. Thriller is saying, how is Sterling valued more than Kevin De Bruyne? Yeah, that is what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. A-Bob is saying, hell no, 45 million max. 100 mil for Sterling, man. Sterling is slippery, you know. Sterling is very slippery. So, guys, we're not going to be too long-winded here. We know City are the most supreme team. They are on the cusp to win the league. 77 points in the league, number one in the league. Crystal Palace, I'm pretty sure they're 13th. The last time I checked, yep, 38 points. They're still not over the 40-point mark, but they will be safe. And we have a super chat coming in here from Adam McCullough. Steve McCullough. Oh my God. Look, I'm about to call you Adam the Great too, but morning, Dom. I love your USA fit. Yeah, man. I figured I was actually looking for something fresh to put on today, and I looked around because I have a whole pile of clothes, man. I need to go and sort them clothes out, put them on hangers and things like that. In my old computer chair, before I got this gaming chair, I used to have an old computer chair. In my old computer chair, I just have a whole lot of stuff like put down, man, and it's a mess. I have so much football gear, guys, you won't even understand, man. It's a lot of football gear I have, man. It's a lot of football gear. Let me see if I could turn this thing right quick to show you guys my football stuff over here. Look at this. I hope this thing turns. Look at this, guys. Look at what's going on there. I hope this don't fall off. Look at that. Look at what's going on there. And I have some stuff over there too. That's the football stuff over there. And I mean, there's a lot more where that come from. So that's just a glimpse into the collection there. And I have a lot of hats. I like to look fresh, man. I have a lot of hats looking fresh. And yeah. And it could be a lot more because there's so much on the chair outside, man. So much stuff on the chair out there. And I need to get them. Sorted out. But I haven't really been wearing the football jerseys lately, though. I have Juventus. I have not Tottenham. I have England. I have a lot of Man City stuff. I have international stuff. I have Barcelona, Real Madrid. So I have a lot of stuff there. So look, Martin Kolev, you're back. Okay, thank you very much, Martin Kolev. Thank you very much. Dupe saying down with the fashion style. Listen, man. That's an aspect that a lot of people ignore when they're making videos. Their swagger on camera. You can't forget about that. You cannot forget about your swagger on camera. You know what I mean? Look, the USA fit. You know what I'm saying? The nice Umbro. Look. Where is it? Look, come on, man. Listen, man. Listen. Doing the goddamn thing. So, Steve is saying, thanks again. My brother's name is Adam. What a coincidence. Oh, man. Awesome. So, guys, look, man. Look, with whatever 11 Man City put out, I'm predicting City to beat Crystal Palace 3-1. They will get a goal. But I'm going for a 3-1 prediction for Manchester City. We have a situation here where Pep could mess things up. I'm going to mention this, and there could be a disaster. We could lose or draw. I'm not counting out that situation either. You see what I'm saying? I'm not delusional. To say, no way we're going to lose. No, I'm not like that. I'm predicting a win, but I'm open for a loss or a freaking draw. But we will still go on to win the league simply because United keep dropping points. They keep dropping points. And what's your prediction for this? Steve is saying, not Adam. Steve is saying, I've got a ton of football shirts too. Yep. What I do, I haven't done it in a while, but I used to like to go to Burlington's and Marshalls and these places and get these shirts for like $20, 20 US dollars. Sometimes you get them for $15, $25. That's pretty cheap considering that they're $90 and $50 on discount. So I used to like to go out and get those, but my wife doesn't like when I go to Burlington or Marshalls by myself because she always want to accompany me. So I usually run after work and do that, just to clear my head a bit. So I haven't been doing it a lot. And that's where I get the hats too. I've been getting some really fresh hats, man. The NASA hat, the Chief hat. All my hats I've been getting over there. And I like to pop up periodically to see, if I could get a hat or two or few. You know what I'm saying? So what are your predictions, guys? What are your predictions? And Steve is agreeing. Marshalls have some crazy deals. Yeah. I once went to Marshalls and saw some United jerseys. I'm like, I ain't buying these, man. I'm not. As much as I like football jerseys, I'm not buying no United jerseys. I'll wear any other jerseys apart from a United jersey. I'm not wearing no United jerseys. You know what I'm saying? I wear the Liverpool jersey, maybe not a Tottenham jersey. I had a Tottenham jersey that I could have bought one time too. I'm like, I'm not even buying that. I do have a Tottenham Hotspur beanie that I have there. I just couldn't resist, and it was authentic. It was from Tottenham Hotspur themselves, so I just had to buy it. So I have that there. I have a whole lot of stuff sitting around, man, in the archives. So let me know your predictions, guys. Let me know your predictions. Thriller is saying, bro, the show today has me rolling over TFL. Rolling on the floor with laughter. Yeah, rolling on the floor with laughter. Yeah, man. Antoine Eugene, 1-0 to Man City. Yeah, it could be something like that as well. Formidable, how are you doing? Is saying a 2-0 win to Man City. Crystal, Sebastian is saying 3-0 to City. Ricky Swift, 2-0 to City. Everybody's predicting City to win. Thank you guys. But I don't think it's going to be that routine, though. It won't be that routine, in my opinion. It will not be that routine, and we can't take Palace lightly. We really can't take them lightly here. We got to be very careful how we approach this one, and we got to watch the rotation. We really got to watch the rotation. So I'm gonna go for 3-1 to City. Steve is saying Steve McCullough, not Steve, not the Asian sensational who dislikes the videos. He's saying 4-0 to City. What else we got here? So Steve McCullough is saying, Dumb, I swear we are the same person. My girlfriend does the same thing. I'm telling you, she doesn't want me to go anywhere by myself. I can't go nowhere by myself. That's a good thing, You know what I'm saying? It's good. It's good when you got the love like that. You know what I mean? It is good, man. It is good. So Formidable says, Dom, I never waste money on others, even with City, unless something nice. No, it's not. Look, Formidable. As I tell people, I'm a football fan before I became a Man City fan. So I would always like football jerseys, regardless to who they're from. But once it comes to United, I'm not buying nothing from United. You know what I mean? If I'm giving a gift, yeah, but I won't be wearing it like that. You know what I'm saying? If it's a forfeit or something, yeah, I wear it, but I'm not buying no United things. You see what I mean? And I make videos as well. So if I have to buy, like, say, a Liverpool kit to do a comparison, I'll do that. And maybe give it away when I'm done. Yeah, something like that. But overall, I just like to buy football jerseys that I like. If I'm at Marshall's or, TJ Maxx or Burlington's, and I pop up on a jersey, I'm like, even if it's a Bayern Munich jersey or Dortmund, I'll buy it. Even though I think the Bundesliga is a joke, I'll still buy it. You know what I mean? So we have Abob 3-1, Bayern fan, 5-0 to City. Dane Richards, 3-1 to City. Za Ali is saying 3-0 to City simply due to Crystal Palace shaky defense. We got Metro Blue, 0-10, not City. Okay, Metro Blue. I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. But guys, we are about to go into the final match for today, and we're gonna end on 3 hours. I don't plan to do 3-hour live streams, They just end up being 3 hours. And that's the thing, That's the thing. I have to go on for 3 hours. I just have to. You see what I'm saying? So we're going to talk about Liverpool United, and we are going to do a combined 11 before we get into anything. I think, no, we're going to touch on what happened early on in the season. We're going to do a combined 11. And then we're going to do the prediction. So before we do, guys, I have to run and take a bathroom break because I don't want to be holding for the next 15 minutes, okay? So enjoy some tunes while, I hit the loo, and I'll be back. All right? So I'll be right back. Okay? Don't go nowhere. All right. I'm back. Thank you very much for your patience and, for, continuing to. Oh, God. God damn. Yeah, damn. But let's get into this one. You just had to drop, eh? I was so smooth coming into the freaking thing, and you just had to drop. But let's go. Where's my pen? All right. Okay, let's go. Let us go, man. Let us talk about this, guys. Liverpool Manchester United. Liverpool, Manchester United. And it starts at 2 hours, 49 minutes. I have to mention that because I want to time that one. I haven't been doing the freaking what you call it, the time stamps lately because it's just been too much for me to do. So 2 hours 49 minutes. I have to do that one so that the people who wanna come and watch it, yeah. So Adam, thank you very much for the 50 Havatskan dollars here. It says overrated or underrated for players from each national team. When? That can be organized. National team edition. I can get my boy Football Pharaoh and we could do something like that. Okay? So I will continue to work on those 3 episodes done. It's a show that I actually want to at least get 10 episodes done and have a season, like season 1, 10 episodes. So with 3 episodes in, and if you guys haven't checked that out, please check it out. So thank you very much again there, Adam. And, let me write that down in the book because I do go over the book from time to time and look for ideas. So let me write that down, international player version, okay? Player version. All right, thank you very much. So version. So Liverpool, yeah, 250, 251, 251, 251. All right, let's go. Let's talk. Thank you very much again, Adam the Great. Appreciate that. So let us talk about Liverpool, Man City. Let's go back. Let us talk about Man United, Liverpool, not Man City. Liverpool, Man City. Oh, Liverpool, Man City. No, Liverpool, Man United. It will be at Old Trafford, Man City did take the title back from Liverpool. Of course, we all know that. Liverpool can no longer go on to win the Premier League title. And right now, they are fighting for top 4. It's top 4 or no Champions League next season. They could be in the Europa League. That would be a big fall off. Big time fall off from Champions League winners to Premier League winners to Europa League. That's a big drop off there. For Man United, they are on the cusp of playing in the Europa League final after getting relegated from the Champions League, but they're also holding down a Champions League spot in second in the Premier League. And they are in a very good position. They are having a better season. Despite not winning the title since Sir Alex Ferguson retired, they're still, having a good season on the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. But they would want a league title. They would want that. But it's proven to be very, very, very difficult with the likes of Liverpool and Man City, even Leicester and Chelsea picking up titles in that period. So Liverpool United. We know they met once this season already. That game was at Anfield. And it ended in a 0-0 draw. They also met in the FA Cup where Man United won 3-2. Liverpool did defeat Man United at Anfield last season, a 2-0 win. But at Old Trafford, the game last season was a 1-1 draw. And previously at Old Trafford, it was a 0-0 draw. So, Liverpool have not really been playing well at Old Trafford, whereas in 28 games, they have 5 wins, 7 draws, and 16 losses. The last time they actually picked up a win at Old Trafford, let's go into this one. The last time they picked up a win against United at Old Trafford. Let me actually find that stat for you here. Last time United lost to Liverpool at Old Trafford. It's probably something floating around talking about that. But a loss for United at Old Trafford came in 2014. 2014 in the Premier League. 3-0 win for Liverpool. So in that game, Steven Gerrard scored twice and Luis Suarez scored a third goal. In terms of players still around from that game, Jordan Henderson, who is injured right now, Raheem Sterling played in behind Suarez and Sturridge. He's at Man City. So the only player actually still around the Liverpool 11 is Jordan Henderson, who is currently injured. Everyone else is gone. Everyone else is gone. For United, anyone's left? Juan Mata is still around. He is still around. David De Gea was in goal. And in terms of the bench, there's nobody left. There's nobody left. David Moyes was the manager. So the teams have definitely changed up over the last 7 years, and we expect them to change. But Liverpool have been, very, very good, as we know, over the last couple of seasons, picking up, a Champions League final twice, winning once, and going on to win a first Premier League title in 30 years. So you got to give it to Liverpool on that front. But against United, it's not an opponent that they actually, we can't say they enjoy playing against United. It's a very good match in terms of, the rivalry between United and Liverpool, the two most successful clubs in the league. It's a big rivalry, but Liverpool have not really played well at Old Trafford, and they haven't really picked up a lot of good results against United lately. You see what I'm saying? Barring those wins at Anfield, it's been pretty, dull in this matchup. A lot of draws. Dating back to 2016, where these teams even met in the Europa League. There's been 7 draws. So there's been a lot of draws, a lot of feisty matches. No team really want to overcommit too much, and it's been firing a lot of blanks basically. But United would feel like they have the edge here, seeing that they won the last game in the FA Cup, which was a game where both teams put out very, very strong 11s. Well, United rotated more than Liverpool, I could remember, but United did go out to win that game 3-2. The game at Anfield, a 0-0 draw. Liverpool picking up that win last season when they went on to win the title in front of 52, almost 53,000 fans at Anfield, 2-0. That was a good one. I could definitely remember that one. Van Dijk and Salah with the goals here. So this one would be a good one. This is the biggest game this weekend. And we all looking forward to the match. In terms of position in the league, I mentioned that. Man United, second in the league. Pretty decent. The fans would think they should be on top of the league, going on to win their 21st title, but won't happen, barring a catastrophic meltdown by Manchester City. But the way United have been dropping points, even though they haven't been losing a lot of games, that don't look like it's going to happen. So United are in a good position in terms of the league. They could say it's a pretty successful season, as they're on the cusp of going on to a Europa League final. They could win that as well. But for Liverpool, this season, we could all conclude, has been a failure. This season has been a failure. In a peanut shell, this has been a failure of a season for Liverpool. And it may have started on the day they played Everton in that draw where Virgil van Dijk got injured, Thiago got injured in that game, and then it just went downhill. You know what I mean? Even though Liverpool were top of the league at Christmas, their season went downhill in the new year. And some don't know what contributed to that, if it's if it's really the absence of Van Dijk and the lack of quality defenders, or if it's the lack of quality in the top 3 that was absolutely bang on the previous 3 seasons. It is very hard to pinpoint. Is it Klopp? Is it Klopp and his selection? It's hard to blame the manager for a lot of the things, but he could only put out the players, and we could blame the manager in hindsight. But the players go out there on the field and they have been mediocre. They have been mediocre. They got knocked out of the Champions League. They got knocked out of the FA Cup, League Cup, And in the Premier League, Liverpool are currently 6th. And that is poor. That is poor. This is something that Liverpool fans said won't happen at the beginning of the season. Or maybe at Christmas. They have been in good form. 3 wins, 2 draws in their last, 5 games. But, those 2 draws could be worrying. Draws against Newcastle and Leeds United. Then you come up against a Man United team. But the only thing Liverpool could say, Man United played Thursday. The game is on, Sunday. Is it going to be enough time for the players to rest, recover, and come hard again? This is United versus Liverpool. I doubt that would matter to the United players. But Liverpool, they have all week to rest. They have all week to train. They have all week to watch videos on Man United. They have time to prepare. Are they going to prepare well enough to go to Old Trafford and pick up a first win at Old Trafford in 7 years? What do you guys think? But before we do get into that, guys, let us do a combined 11 of these two teams. Let us do that. Let us do a combined 11s of the two teams right about now. So we're going to pull up the squad builder from Foothead. Thank you very much, Thriller, for recommending that. So big up to Doug in the house as well. Doug says, how are you doing, Doug? Let me see. Doug says something a bit earlier here. Doug says, since 2004, 2 wins in 17 years. 2009 and 2014. Yeah, that is not good at all. And let me see. Yeah, big up to Doug. Thanks for coming through. And Doug is saying, I am not confident at all. I have to be realistic. 2-1 to United. That's why I like you, Doug. You know what I mean? You're real. You're real with it. So, but let's do a combined 11 though, guys. Let's do a combined 11. Let's do something fun. Let's not make it too long, but let's have some fun with it. Let's have some fun with it. Let me bring this down a little bit. It's a bit too big. I want to have everything on screen. All right, let's make that a little. All right, let me see. All right, that looks good. That looks good. I think it needs to go up, go down a little bit. Let me see. Yeah, that's good. All right, guys. So let's go. Let's go. Save your predictions, guys. Save your predictions. Let's talk about the goalkeeper. The goalkeeping position, guys. The goalkeeping position. We have Alisson. We have Dean Henderson, who is seemingly the number 1 keeper right now for United in the league. And we have David De Gea. So it has to be between not David De Gea, Dean Henderson or Alisson Becker here. Dean Henderson or Alisson Becker for the goalkeeper. Let me know your thoughts, guys. So Thriller is saying goalkeeper for me is De Gea. Oh, they ain't saying Adrian. He's not even being mentioned here. A-Bob is saying David De Gea. Esley is saying Alisson. Dane is saying goalkeeper is Alisson. Antoine, Dean Henderson for me as a Liverpool fan. Doug is saying Alisson just. Yeah. A-Bob is saying Dean. Henderson has been fantastic. Guys. Guys, ultimately, I would have the say. But in my humble opinion here, I have to go for no other than Alisson. It has to be Alisson Becker. Some of the saves I see him pull off, it got to be him. I know it doesn't look like he have a team of the season card or anything, but still, or any special cards this season. But this guy has saved Liverpool's behind on so many times. That's what his job is. He's there to save the team. But we know on many occasions, some of these goalkeepers, they will let in the goals that Alisson Becker would actually save. You see what I mean? So Thriller is saying, Quiveen, spelt phonetically. Kelleher is probably not even on FIFA Foothead squad builder yet. He's probably there. But I'm going to go for Alisson, though. Even though Henderson has done a good job, David De Gea had his moments and all. When you move from number 1 in United to a Europa League keeper, You can't make this combined 11. You really, really can't. You see what I'm saying? So, guys, we will only be using guys who are fit enough to play the game. And that, with that said, means Jordan Henderson, Van Dijk, Gomez, Matip, none of them will be considered because they're not fit enough. They're not fit enough. So, in terms of the centre-back pairings, you know what? To make it easier, centre-backs might be a little bit more difficult. You know what? Nah, it's not difficult. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? Centre-back is difficult. Right now, the centre-back, I have no choice but to put Harry Maguire at centre-back. I didn't really want to, but he'll have to go in as a centre-back because Liverpool has no centre-backs right now. Absolutely none. Kabak, come on. Are you kidding me? Not Phillips. Are you kidding me? I have a feeling, there'll be Liverpool fans on their channel that would actually do combine 11s and put centre backs for Liverpool in it, or even want to put Fabinho in it. Like, are you for real? Are you for reals? For reals? You cannot be for reals. So the other centre back here, I'm gonna have to go with I'm gonna have to go on merit and say, Lindelof. It has to be Lindelof. It has to be, Victor Lindelof at 80 rated. Harry Maguire 82 rated there. I thought these guys had higher ratings on FIFA though. I haven't been playing a lot of Ultimate Team though. I've refrained from playing Ultimate Team because I don't want to spend money on the game really. So because I bought the game already, why am I spending money on something I've already bought? This ain't a house. This ain't a car. This is a game. So at left back and right back, guys, do you have any objection to that? First of all, do you guys have any objection to this right now? Any objections here? So Bob, Harry must play with someone with pace. Koza Clapper, Harry Maguire, and Lindelof. What else we got here? Let me see. In terms of, okay, Dane is agreeing with me. We have, Luke Shaw for left back. Oh boy, this is going to get very interesting. This one is going to get very interesting. The Liverpool fans are not going to like this one at all. They're not going to like this one at all, man. This one isn't going to be liked at all. Listen, this one ain't going to be liked at all, man. But at left back, this season, I'm going to have to go with Luke Shaw. He has been much better than Robertson this season. Sorry, Robertson. Sorry. You see, Shaw has like a special card this season. Team of the Week card and everything. Let's see what Robertson has. We're not using this as a gauge. I'm just curious. Robertson, not Lewandowski, but Robertson does have a card here. Special card. I don't know, maybe for a Champions League card or something. Team of the season, maybe. Maybe this is a Premier League team of the season card. Why? Why doesn't Shaw have one of these? I'm convinced the people of FIFA don't know what they're doing, because Luke Shaw has been damn good for United this season. He has been better for United than Robertson has been for Liverpool. We could all come to that conclusion. We could all come to that conclusion right about now. Am I right? Am I right, guys? Did this website freeze up on me or something? Come on, stop it. Yeah, it kind of did. It kind of did because it has some application running on it. So, left back, Shaw. So, Shaw, Maguire, Lindelof, Alisson, Becker at goalkeeping position. Let's talk about the right back. Let us talk about the right back, guys. Let us talk about the right back. So, Triller says Shaw is rated 89. Yeah, that's a special card, but his other card isn't rated so high. So, what do we have here, guys? What do we have here? Doug is saying Aaron Wan-Bissaka for right back. So, Ricky Swift is saying Shaw and Trent Alexander-Arnold. Thriller, Robertson at left back, guys, tenacious, even though he can't shoot. Bro, got to give it to Shaw. He has had the better season. Right back, guys. Right back. Let's talk about the right back. We have Aaron Wan-Bissaka saying Koza Clapper. Antoine Eugene is saying Trent. I almost calls him Shem. Who the hell is Shem? You know, Jason Jordan, Trent, Doug, has to be. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Airsley is saying right back Trent. Okay, so at right back, guys, I'm going to go in with no other than Aaron Kenobi. So it's going to be Aaron Wan-Bissaka, guys. Come on, man. Come on. You guys who say Trent Alexander-Arnold, are you kidding me? You got to be kidding me, right? Is this some type of freaking April Fool's joke or something? Are you guys for real? Are you guys really kidding me here? When you going to tell me that Trent Alexander-Arnold has been better than Wan-Bissaka this season? I'm not talking about the fact that Trent has a wicked right foot. Yeah, if it's a wing-back situation, this ain't a wing-back situation. We're going with a 4-3-3. That's what we're going with. And I'm not going to change up my thing into a wing-back situation to put in Trent. You see what I mean? Because Trent is not a right back. Trent is a wing back. His defense is very, very poor. And I keep saying that. Not because he made some good defensive plays and he's been okay sometimes in defense. Overall, he has been goddamn awful. And I mean awful. Remember that assist against Real Madrid? The header? Oh, God. Oh, my God. Remember the assist. The assist was a good one. You see what I'm saying? The assist was a good one. So, look. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, very good defensively. And he does have his moments where he go up and help out with an assist or two or few or the odd goal. So, Wan-Bissaka definitely is going to be my right back. Let me just check Wan-Bissaka's numbers in terms of, because we know people like to judge the defenders, the fullbacks from what they've been doing in terms of, assists and things like that. Aaron Wan-Bissaka has 2 Premier League goals this season and 2 assists. Not bad. In the Europa League, he has an assist. Champions League, he has 1 assist. FA Cup, he doesn't have any. So he has a total of 4 assists this season. Carabao Cup, none. 4 assists and 2 goals. In terms of Trent Alexander-Arnold, since this is a debate, you know what I'm saying? This is a debate. So I've already gone with Wan-Bissaka because of, I need a defender. I need a defender and not a midfielder who plays as a right back. That's what I need. He has 2 goals and 5 assists in the Premier League. He has 2 assists in the Champions League. He has none in the FA Cup and none in the Carabao Cup. So Trent's numbers aren't far off from Aaron Wan-Bissaka in terms of his attacking prowess. And if Wan-Bissaka's attacking numbers are closer to yours, then you have a serious problem. You have a serious problem. But the thing is, Bob, the thing is the same like Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker does not play to attack. That's not what his role is. And if Kyle Walker was more of an overlapping right back, then you would see him affecting Mahrez a little bit more. He would be getting in Mahrez's way a lot more often. You see what I'm saying? It's only for Liverpool that Salah plays more central most of the time, why Trent Alexander-Arnold doesn't really get into Salah's space like that. You see what I'm saying? Salah drifts in. Trent Alexander-Arnold overlaps a lot. You get what I mean? But for Kyle Walker, he does overlap, but only on a few occasions. It's only when, he spots the play and he makes the overlaps. That's the only time you see Kyle Walker occupying that space. But Kyle Walker is mostly needed for running back to dealing with that left winger. You see what I'm saying? And tackling, taking away the ball from him and putting him off his game. And that's the reason why I ended up choosing Kyle Walker ahead of Trent Alexander-Arnold when I did the Combine 11 between Man City and Liverpool early on in the season when there was a big argument between Ryan and I. And who was proven right in the end? Me. So, guys, the midfield is going to be a tricky one to pick again. This is going to be a very, very tough midfield to pick. Remember, we are only going on players who are available and fit and ready to go. So, midfield, guys, midfield. Right away, I'm going to do this. Before we even get into any debate or whatever, let's just do this right away. You know what I'm saying? Let's just do this right away. This man has a card rated 97. God damn. Jesus Christ. That's how amazing the man has been this season. That has to be one of the Team of the Year card or something like that. Whatever that card is. I'm not really too good when it comes to FIFA Ultimate Team and my knowledge on that because I don't really play that much FIFA Ultimate Team. Maybe I need to start playing FIFA Ultimate Team again. But yeah. And I'm going to do and put one more player in here because I think when he's here, that's where he should play. And when he's there, he's very good. And then the other position could be debated. We're going to put the CDM card there. Fabinho. This is what we're going to do right now. This is what we're going to do. So we have Doug agreeing. We have Air Slayer saying Fabinho. If you guys have anything to actually, rebuttal or debate, let me know. Let me know. And, we have Sachin, Dev Prasad, Pogba, Bruno, Fabinho. I don't hear nobody. I don't hear nobody saying Thiago. Why is nobody talking about Thiago right now? I don't see nobody calling out for Thiago though. Why is nobody calling out for Thiago Alcantara? Why is nobody calling out for my boy Thiago though? Why? Why is nobody calling out for my boy Thiago Alcantara? Why not? Why not, man? Why is nobody calling out for Thiago Alcantara? Please, I beg you. Why not? He should be the one who you guys are putting in here. He should be the one that you're putting in here. You see what I'm saying? He should be the one. Come on, man. You know what I mean? He should be the one. But anyways, it's going to be Paul Pogba. So the midfielders would be Pogba, Bruno Fernandes, and Fabinho. Now it's going to get very, 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 very tricky here. It is going to get tricky. It is going to get tricky for the top three spots where, oh boy. Oh, yo. We could do a bench too, guys. We could do a bench. So Doug is saying, Doug is saying Rashford, Cavani, and Salah. We have, what else we have here? We have Sebastian is saying Mane, Salah, Rashford. Who else we got here? Sachin is saying Rashford, Cavani, Salah. A-Bob is saying no to Rashford. He's injured. Is Rashford really injured though? I could swear Rashford played the last game. Here. So Marcus Rashford. Marcus Garvey Rashford. Let me see the news on Rashford right here. Rashford news. Okay. There's no news on Rashford being injured, A-Bob. It also says Rashford has been playing through pain for 2 years. So Rashford through the worst after football. There's no news on Rashford actually being injured here, guys. Hey, Bob, I don't know what you're talking about, but Rashford ain't injured. Rashford is not injured. So let me just check something really quick here. And I could actually, Rashford did play yesterday. He did come off. Whereas he does have a problem going on. He did play. Martial, what's going on with him? He's been injured, I think. Is he been injured? I haven't seen him in a while. Yeah, he's actually been out injured for some time. And look, front three, guys. Front three. Let's talk about the front three, man. Where's Firmino, though? Nobody put in Firmino in the front three. Twitter saying, I'll take Firmino before Martial. Where's Firmino, man? Why is nobody putting him there? Anyways, my front three will be no Sadio Mane for sure. You can't put him in. He has not been good this season at all. He has not been sharp. He is not the freaking boogeyman. He is more like a freaking, straw man or something. He's more like a scarecrow. Nobody's scared of a scarecrow, only birds. So he's not the boogeyman this season. He's a scarecrow. And he's been in Wonderland as well with Alice and the Tin Man and the Lion. And, and it has to be Marcus Rashford. I'm going to put in the left wing position here. So Rashford, badam, boom, 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 bop, 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 bop. Marcus Rashford. Through the center, man. Listen, through the center. After what we saw yesterday, if this guy Cavani gets on the field more often, and I did put Cavani in the combined 11 the last time I checked that I did United versus Liverpool. If this guy is fit more often, oh my God. Oh my goodness. It would be, oh man. United could actually do something with a fit Cavani. Let's say Cavani, Pogba, Bruno Fernandes, Rashford play every single game for United. They could have a tighter charge. But they need somebody else in defense. They need to spend some. United have to spend this summer. United has to spend on defense. I don't know why they're giving Eric Bailly a new contract. I don't know if they're doing that with intentions of selling him. But they need a defender who's gonna be commanding. They need to. They should have. I don't think the defenders probably don't even want to join. They're bringing in players like Alex Telles to warm the bench and all these things. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. You see, why did Luke Shaw play against Roma? Because Telles, they think he ain't good enough. He was on the bench. I'm lost. Seriously, Van der Beek, why did he come in? He's a forgotten man. Matic. These guys got to be moved on, man. You know what I'm saying? These guys got to be moved on. Mata, he got to be moved on. He doesn't matter anymore. He got to be moved on. And I have one more spot in the team. The right winger, might as well give it to Trent Alexander-Arnold, because he's more of a right winger than a freaking defender. But it has to be Mohamed Salah. It got to be Salah, man. You got to give it to Salah. Even with Liverpool not really playing so well, he's been good. He's been very, very good. And, with saying he's been good, he's also been very bad. He's also been bad, whereas he could score a lot more goals than he puts in this season. So I'm going to go for Salah. So the team would be Rashford, Cavani, Mo Salah. We have Paul Pogba, Fabinho, Bruno Fernandes, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Alisson, Maguire, and Shaw. The team is heavily dominated by United, where for Liverpool, only 3 players make the team. 3 out of 11. And this is on merit. You guys like meritocracy? You like meritocracy? Well, here's some meritocracy for you. Here is some meritocracy for you. This is it. This is the team. 8-3. And that's how bad Liverpool have been this season. If there was a Van Dijk, you could have slot him in. You know what I'm saying? If Alexander-Arnold was having a better season, maybe you could slot him in. If Henderson was fit and he's playing well, you could put him above Pogba. Maybe Mane could have gone in above Rashford. So it could have gone differently. So in terms of the bench, guys, let's just pick a bench here. Let's just pick a bench. I'm going to put Jota on the bench. I'm going to put Diogo Jota on the bench, definitely. Diogo Jota. Trent, you could go on the bench. The bench will be dominated by Liverpool, of course. Trent, you could go on the bench. You got a Team of the Year card too. Wow. Robertson, you go on the bench too. Andy Robertson. Where are you? You don't have a card? Robertson, left back on the bench. And in terms of Sadio Mane, you go on the bench too. You got a Team of the Year card too. Wow, they're giving these things away for fun, huh? These things are just there to give away. I don't even know what these stand for. I don't know. Maybe I'm right. Bench Henderson, Dean Henderson. You know what I'm saying? Dean Henderson will be the goalkeeper because De Gea is number 2 over there right now, apparently. Who else gets the bench? There's 2 more spots for the bench, guys. Let me know who you want to put on the bench. Let me know who should go on the bench. Van de Bench on the bench? I don't think so. Who would be the captain here for this 11? The captain for this team, I would actually give the captain, believe it or not, I would give the captain to Bruno Fernandes. I would give it to Bruno. Bruno looks like a leader. I will give it to Bruno, not Harry Maguire. I'll give it to Bruno Fernandes. Look, who else gets on the bench here, guys? Come on. Thiago, Van de Beek. Nah, Thiago does not get on the bench here. No disrespect to Thiago. He does not get on the bench. He doesn't get on the bench. 2 spots left. Thiago does not get on the bench here. So, look. Who else here? You know what? I'll put Gini Wijnaldum on the bench over Thiago any day. Wijnaldum. You know what I'm saying? Most of the freaking Man United players are in the team anyways. And the last player, you know what? The last player I'm going to give a spot. Oops. The last player I'm going to give a, oh my God. Why do I keep pressing the wrong thing? God damn. The last player I'm going to give a spot on the bench is to, I think he deserves it. And that's going to be Greenwood. Anybody misses out, too bad, man. But I'm giving it to Greenwood. So the bench reads Greenwood, Wijnaldum, Henderson, Mane, Robertson, Alexander-Arnold, Diego Jota, no Firmino. Sorry, Firmino. No McTominay. Sorry. And, I already talked about the first team already. So this is only for the players who are fit and ready to go for the next match. So, look, Milner, nah, bro. Milner needs to retire. I'm being for real. Milner needs to move on. Guys, if you haven't yet liked the video, make sure you smash the thumbs up button for the live stream. My prediction for this game, Man United versus Liverpool. I'm predicting United to go on to win this game 3-1. That's my prediction. If United does manage to not win it and screw up, it will be very good for my team, Manchester City, and we will go on to win the title. Okay? Well, officially win the title. So I'm really hoping for Liverpool to beat United, but I'm predicting United to beat Liverpool 3-1. Sorry, Liverpool fans, but it won't happen. You're not winning. Sorry. You're just not winning. A draw at most. A draw would be the best result. Liverpool are going to pick up here. From the way they've played and the defense there, oh my God. Imagine this defense coming up against United right now. It could get very ugly. It could get ugly. United haven't been playing their best at home. We could also mention that. But it will be a lot of grimacing from Jurgen Klopp and the Liverpool fans come this Sunday against Manchester United. So what's your predictions, guys? Let me know. Let me know. We have my Arabic friend here. I can never remember the name after I translate it. Maybe you need to give us a little English name in the Arabic name too, bro. Come on, hit us with that so we could have something to call you by. We have Jordan saying Curtis Jones, not even close. Not even close. We have Nadir saying 1-1. Jordan, 2-1 to... Oh, my God, Jordan. 2-1 to Liverpool. Come on, bro. Come on. AD, 0-0 draw. Thriller, high-scoring draw, 3-3. We have Martin, 2-1 to United. Doug, Manchester United 2, Liverpool 1, being realistic. Koza Klapper, it will get ugly for Liverpool with this high line. Yeah, listen, I'm not convinced by Ozan Kabak. I think Kabak is a bit too casual for me. He's too casual. You see what I'm saying? He's too casual. Casual with a K. He's way too casual. I think he could be a lot more proactive. But guys, it's been 3.5 hours. We've gone on for a very, very long time. And we've done a comprehensive coverage of this weekend's things and, shenanigans, things that's going to happen this weekend. Predictions, discussion, rabbit holes, all kind of things, advice, all kind of things we've done. And, I think my morning was well spent. But it's now time to go into the afternoon. It's 1 p.m. My wife leaves for work in an hour and a half, so I have to go. I have to get something to eat. I have to go and, spend a little time with them. And, I have some things that I got to do. I have to go and prepare the YouTube short for the prediction as well. That's coming up, so look for that. And, what would the background be today? Oh, man, you may ask. I have to go and do that. So look for that YouTube short. I'm being consistent there. It's all about consistency, guys. And I will be back for the roundup next Monday. So the roundup will be Monday. I won't be doing a Champions League my prediction video this Sunday. I won't be doing one of those. I overdid it last week with the live stream, so there will be no live stream this Sunday. And I'll take Sunday off. I'll do a video talking about the United Liverpool game. If it's anything, I'll do a live stream for that. If it's anything, but there'll be a watch along next Tuesday for the City PSG return leg, and there will be a live stream after the Chelsea Real Madrid game to talk about that and to just discuss the Champions League final. And we will have a Champions League final live stream coming up where I have to schedule that for some later date. So, guys, I do appreciate everybody who came out, man. And Doug, yes, condolences to you again for, on the passing of your grandpa, on your grandpa there. And congratulations to A-Bob for being the latest moderator of the channel as well, A-Bob. So yeah. You're climbing up the ladder around these parts. So guys, thanks for watching again. If you haven't yet liked the video, make sure you smash the thumbs up button. I want to say thanks again for everybody who turned out. I know I'd said thanks for watching, but thanks to everybody who turned out, everybody who super chatted, everybody who left predictions, everybody who liked the video. Just big, appreciation to everybody, man, to keep the thing going week after week after week after week. We are 15 shy of 75 thumbs up, but I'm pretty sure on the replay it should get there. Maybe not. But nevertheless, if you're watching a replay, thanks for getting all the way to the end here. Or if you're watching from the Liverpool timestamp, thank you very much. So guys, from your boy Dominic Rich, thanks for watching again. Until next time, I like to say peace out. Rich Squad. Peace.